some cow, dummy she is, fell asleep.
Burp. That was the best noise.
Alrighty.
Okay, that's the stream sufficiently twoten. I have squozen my lime, as the expression goes. Should probably close Skype just in case. Oh. 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 Oh! That was a good noise. I'm so full of good noises. Okay, I've done my quantum shit posting elsewhere on the web. And my bitrate seems to be behaving today, because earlier today I unplugged the entire internet and then replugged it, so that's good.
That's me every weekend. I hate our internet here. It's bad. Which is why I can't stream. Well, that and not having a functioning computer right now, but, you know.
But Heather,
You
we're
lose
all
some, you lose
functioning
some.
computers.
Look, just because I am one doesn't mean I have one.
I do wonder, though, if people are just so done with my surreal shit on radio.
Well, to be fair, you get a season, and then, like, if they're sick of it, then that's it. They're done, you know?
Unless they follow me on Ingrastarm and other social networks.
Ingerstorm.
I don't
I
have,
like that.
I don't have an Instagram because my phone is too old to actually... Like, I hate that you can only post on Instagram via the app. You can't actually, like, do it... It has to be through the app, but it can't be through anything else. So my phone is too old and shit to actually run the app, so I'm not able to actually use it.
Oh, poor baby.
No.
Although, that's technically a very good point.
So, there isn't a main that I can be horny on. As if that were ever an option. That being said, I am currently only wearing pajama shorts at the moment and nothing else, so...
I am currently just wearing a shirt, and I may take that off because, oh boy, is it hot in here, or is it just me?
It's me.
But, yes,
But the point is, I am twice as naked as I was this time yesterday.
Interesting.
Still decent,
Well,
though.
I know, I'm imagining shit now.
No. Now, because you're definitely here, does this mean that nobody else is going to turn up this time? Because, like, it seems to be one or the other.
That was actually what I was gonna say immediately. It's because I'm here that no one else will ever be here. Hey, it's fine though, because I am technically, like, still really sick right now. So, like, if I have to, I may drop out for a while. Probably not the whole stream. When did I finally get back to you? Yesterday?
Very, very while after.
Damn it.
So you did rewatch the you did watch the archive then. So you're
No.
Are you not abreast of the happenings?
Talk through me really quick. Give me the abridgment.
Okay, so we went to investigate. This is good for anyone just watching this stream as well. But so we said a little prayer for Angie, investigated the crime scene, and then Korekiyo was like, "Hey, we could do this this seance thing to talk with her spirit and find out who killed her." And Tenko was trying to be the spirit medium for that, and she died during the ceremony. So
Interesting.
there's also the 4 wax dolls of the dead students, and Kaede had a sword stabbed through her. And having rewatched the stream from, like, I watched it earlier today, and having watched that, I feel as though, like, I think I know how, like, why the stabbity stab with that, because they keep going on about how easy it is to lock the back door to Angie's lab. So maybe, like, the killer used, like, they put the sword in Kaede, teehee, and then, like, spun her around because she was suspended from the ceiling, and then used the rotation of that to, like, lock the door after they left. But that does seem that seems far-fetched, but at the same time that would work because there was gold dust on the handle of the lock, so...
Tess, you've said many a thing are far-fetched, and you're always right.
And in my defense, I don't see how this is my defense, but still. Like, earlier today, I came home to find someone left a comment on the Chapter 1 trial of Danganronpa 2, which is a really weird place to go if you're going to complain about this, and all it said was, "I hate fake blind playthroughs." Well, lucky you came to this then, because it's not fucking fake! But still, I feel as though it was a veiled accusation of, "Nah, you're cheating." Why would I spoil this experience for myself? This is what
The thing too.
This is why I'm scared of my own power, because people will accuse me of things. And it just occurred to me while I'm doing all this, I should probably at least get some presents from the Shopee. Oh, there's Kirumi in the background. Sad. Continue.
What was I gonna say?
I was accused of fakery, and I disapprove. I tilt.
Right. What is the point of faking, like, not knowing about anything, and then just predicting everything anyway? Like
what would anyone have to gain?
Point to that.
And
literally, no one would gain anything.
And
so,
even if there was some gain, like, even if that was what was happening, why would I keep up that facade for 3 games? Like, even if there was something to be gained, it would have lost its novelty. So no, I am sincerely the ultimate clairvoyant here, and I'm affronted. Also, I had maxed out on monocoins, so I might as well make use of this, just because we need more presents anyway to do the flirtation.
Do it.
Cleopatra's Pearl Cocktail. Sounds like a model of dildo. Getting a lot of lucky chances as well. Rock hard ice cream. Put some salsa on your GPS. Feelings of ham.
Oh my.
I've screenshotted that. Saving that one for later. Put that one in the ham bank. And a sports towel. You know, grab your towels, let's all come together, in the words of Pietro Mid. This is the best stream. Just gambling our lives away at the Strimstram. Fully automated shaved ice machine.
Sounds complicated.
No. Tentacle machine!
Oh dear.
I have like 3 of those now.
Double oh dear.
I have 30 tickles.
Also, why is that a tentacle machine if... Oh! Oh, I get it.
I'm gonna go to 975 and then I'm gonna buy some coins in the casino because I'm going to need those, I'm sure. Air freshener. Pancreas. Ketchup. A piece of toast. Gun of man's passion. I'm almost done, I promise. Also, I was showing Alex the scene out of context from, like, oh, you missed it as well. Monokuma did the whole licky thing again.
Oh dear.
And the reactions were just precious, because, hang on, how many I'm putting in, how many am I going to get out? I'll go down to, I'll spend half my medals, I think that seems fair. Just because I'm going to get a bunch from this trial anyway, and like coins flow thick and fast in this game. Thick. That was worth it.
Fast.
Yeah, I was showing him. So, see, what is this first thing? We can afford the bondage boots. And also, apparently there was a list here that I just completely missed before. A clock-shaped game console. Survival flag. And death flag. Dangan werewolf. Tasty. The key of love. Oh. Oh, that's a thing. Also, should I buy these? I mean, that sounds useful. Is there anything else, though, that I should... Ooh. I kind of like the idea of that, just because it's a nice piece of sauce. I'm absolutely delaying the inevitable here, but still. Oh, that's sexy. I don't know if that counts towards any achievements, though. And there's just these things, which I'm not that fussed about. I do kind of want to buy tranquility. Like, I'm that close to being able to afford it, so I may as well. Because it's here and it'll make my life easier.
Do it.
Yeah. I know, I can afford it. I've got hella coinage.
I'm fascinated by how many, like, mini-games they've been introducing into this one. I'm happy about it, of course.
Likewise. Makes theoretical stuff. Yeah, that is exactly what I want. Okay. We kit it out. Assuming I have enough skill points to actually equip it, which I doubt, but we can finagle some stuff. Anyway, we were saying something, and I've entirely forgotten what it was. Oh yes, I was showing Alex the scene with the Mono kids, and Monotaro is like, "Oh, Daddy's love is making me all moist," and Monophony is like, "Oh yes, Daddy, I like it when you lick me. This better not awaken anything within me." And Monodam is just, "No," and it's just glorious. I showed them to Alex, and he just died of giggles, and it's just wonderful. Oh, I have to. I was looking at the fucking number of cherry blossoms I have. No, I could hella afford. I could equip so many fucks, except I can't really afford any of the fucks. But you know, that's fine. This is fine. There's not really anything else I can equip that I haven't got equipped, so I think I'll live. Okay, so is there anything else we can talk about while I just look over the evidence real fast?
Predictions for this trial, next trial. Who's gonna die next?
I mean, if I'm right about who the killer is, then Correcchio.
There we go.
And all things considered, if we're gonna lose another Mono child, it'll probably be Monodam, just because he's taken control and he's like, wait, I was the problem all along, or some shit. I don't know.
I mean, he did push. I already forget the name of the scholar one. Underneath that last time, so like, yeah. Not against how, like, there's been patterns every time. There's always the double kill in Chapter 3. We always learn about somebody's double life in Chapter 2. I'm quite happy with this.
Yeah.
I guess by that logic, somebody who dies in Chapter 1 is always somebody we didn't think who they thought they were. I mean, there's that.
Makes sense. Yeah, in fact, you know what? That fits perfectly, because we don't know Rantaro's special skill. Although, bearing in mind he likes his extra territorial rights, and he has like a compass design on his chart, I feel as though he's like ultimate place goer. But still. And there was...
I was more talking about Kaede, but either way.
Well, there was totally Junko from the first game, and then there was totally Byakuya from the second.
That's actually true. There's been there's been a faker in every first case. I forgot about that specifically. I was thinking of, Sayaka really did want us to take the fall for her killing and stuff. So, like, no.
It bothers me that they keep referring to this as the bottom of the cage, because it's the top relative to where Tenko was in a cage, by the way. That almost makes me think, like, if she was impaled in the back of the... Like, was she impaled in the back of the neck? I think that's what it said. Because, like, we've seen, like, a loose floorboard, so was the floorboard raised up from underneath and she was impaled on something in the top of the cage, maybe? Because... yeah, she was stabbed in the back of her neck, but she was face down in a cage, and the floor was loose, so is she going to have been, like, vertically yoted? Wow, a double past tense, wow. 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 Wow, 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 wow. Oh, and there was the sickle. So that's probably how though. So the sickle is probably what killed Tenko, but how? Oh yeah, also Kokichi pretended to die. That was fun, but I didn't believe it for a second. Anyway, I've not lost any frames so far, and nobody's here to see it, which is glorious. So I guess, let's we go, amigo.
Now then, let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is, and vote for who done it. Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy.
Yum yum.
Also, refusing to vote
I keep forgetting that's a thing.
in your death.
We actually have to pull the trigger ourselves. Yay!
Now, smiles, everyone! It's showtime! Let's get this crazy awesome trial underway!
Oh, do let's. Before we do, I want to... There we go. I just wanted to arrange a thing in my Streamstram layouts, just because I have the Twitch chat popped out because apparently Tristan tried to engage with the stream yesterday and it wouldn't let him for whatever reason, so I want to have that visible at all times. Just for me, my own personal reference.
I don't think I'm gonna be much help this time.
Kaito, if you say shit like that, you will look suspicious.
Because of Monokuma's disruptions, I couldn't do a thorough investigation.
Why do Americans pronounce thorough?
I can tell Monokuma is overcompensating to hide his self-consciousness.
Save him?
Spend less time
What?
fixing your hair and
What was that?
Americans pronouncing
thorough.
thorough?
People say that?
Well, that's how it sounds to my English ass ears. Like Thurra. Thorough.
Shut up! I don't need to hear some
Thorough?
comedy act from you two weirdos.
Thorough.
Yeah, thorough.
Who did it?
You know, like the pixel from Super Paper Mario.
Thorough.
Which, by the way, might be the best.
It took
pun
us both
ever.
years, I'm sure.
Yes.
Do not
Oh,
let
absolutely.
your emotions hasten
Like,
your judgment.
every
There may
other.
be two
Well, first of all, I
killers.
didn't know how to pronounce that at first, so I was like Thurioyo or something. But like everyone else is like so clearly, you know, something. My personal favorite's still Barry, but you know, Boomer, Barry, Slim, which isn't really a name, but whatever. Carrie, Carrie's pretty good. Oh yeah,
What do you
Fleet.
mean?
I've heard, yeah, that's a better way to say it. I do far more fun. If only the Pixels had more than one line of dialogue.
Also,
Anyway,
Tsurugi's actually having character for once.
Maybe our resurrected transfer student dragged Angie and Tenko into the grave.
Oh my god, if you hold down the right click button, you can look around, you can free look! Ha! Ha ha!
Oh.
Stop making stuff up!
Oh, there's Kurumi's portrait. There's Shuichi, having none of this shit.
Say something, Shuichi. It'll be a mess if this keeps going on.
What the fu- Oh! Oh, Angie isn't crossed out, she's got angel wings! And a
that's
halo.
really cute.
Nice.
Her memory will always be with us. That's fun.
Rippin' PC.
Rippin' Pisces, obviously.
Pastry.
This crime was committed by the
Donuts.
recently deceased.
Donkey
They
donkey.
came back to life
Tear
and killed
donuts.
2 of our classmates.
Not dough tears.
This is a good debate so far.
So, ritual did work?
Well, hold on though, because we still have the Necronomicon.
That's wrong!
I need to burn the Necronomicon to make the ritual work. Also, vagina. I vaginaed with Gonta.
I don't think Angie's ritual succeeded. According to the Necronomicon Monokuma showed us, You have to burn the Necronomicon in the ritual.
Ah, yes. You know that convention where all the necromancers go? The Necronomicon Con. Just watch out for the... what's it called? Carbon monoxide. Misread ashes as asses. Sprinkle the
If
asses.
this ritual had succeeded, the book would have been gone.
So she must have been killed before the ritual was complete, since the book was still intact.
Then, Gonta think Rantaro probably not culprit.
Well done, Gonta. Gonta, Daddy!
I guess you're right.
Well, duh. There's no way a dead person could resurrect.
Now hold on a second. I can't let that comment stand.
You shut up with your rice-flavored testicles, Monokuma.
Sure, everybody knows that you can't bring the dead back to life.
But you can bring the life back to dead.
But it's easy at the Ultimate Academy, as long as you use the Necronomicon.
What are you talking about? There's no way that's possible.
But it's true. I never lie about motives.
But you didn't deliver the motive!
Daddy said so, so he can't be wrong. Raising the dead is totally possible.
Man, I can't believe you guys wasted such a perfectly good motive. You should have let me use it to bring Monodum back to life.
Wait, he's always lied about the motives, though.
Monodum is still alive, though.
Fair. But bears do not lie.
Literally, in the first case, he was like, here's a vision of the future. But that future was like 4 years ago. So, like, he always lies. What?
Monodam is tilted.
Oh? So resurrecting the dead was actually possible this whole time?
I love how Tsumugi has like a dedicated nya pose. You know, nya.
There's no way it's possible.
There's no way that could happen, idiots. Monokuma is trying to confuse us.
I like how Maki is just Hermione as fuck in this case.
Let's hurry up and find out who the Blackened is.
If our transfer student isn't the culprit, then blame falls to one of us.
Who? Who did it?
Step aside, Half Pint. I'll handle this.
You're one to talk with those jugs of milk around your neck.
I don't know about Tenko, but I'm pretty fucking sure Kyo murdered Angie.
Okay.
Why?
Don't play dumb with me, creep show. I already know what happened.
See, once again, I'm worried because we're like, what, 20 minutes in, and Mew's already making the accusation that I want to make, so that makes me worry about how right I might not be after all. Okay, what have we got? The front door, the back door, and Smuggler's account was fucking who was in the school council.
Found in Kyo's research lab.
And what was the other thing with that? That was
Which makes you,
should only open the door for
suspicious.
the people.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
So yeah, that's probably what's going to
So
come up
that
here.
rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm.
Good animation.
You went to the classroom, broke in.
Hold on a fuck. Nope, no he did not. Another vagina! But yeah. Because the doors were locked, and you would only open the door for members of the student council.
No, Kyo would not.
I just watched the word shit-eating worm its way across the screen. I'm in heaven right now.
Yeah. I'm fond of this.
Isn't that right, Tsumugi?
Yeah. Before Angie locked herself up in her research lab, she said she wasn't going to open up for anyone but student council members.
And Kokichi still could have got in, but he didn't, but he could have done.
Kyo is not a member. She wouldn't have opened the door for him.
Also, how loud is my
Couldn't
fan?
kill Angie, even if he wanted
I can't
to.
hear it.
Good, okay.
I
'Cause
had
it's warm
no
in here.
desire to kill her in the first place.
So whoever killed Angie must have been one of the student council members, yeah?
And I still feel as though, like, granted, we're getting into the chapters without that many people in the killing game, but it still feels like they're all working together. Everyone seems to have an equal enough share in the debate.
I was doing a bit to lead you to the right answer.
It's a nice balancing
You
act.
actually got it.
It's cool.
Better than the first two games in that regard.
Yes.
Oh, how clever.
You can just ignore her, Gonta.
The remaining student council members are Gonta, Kibo, Tsumugi, and Himiko.
Well, it can't be Himiko. She was besties with Angie.
Besties with breasties.
I trust their friendship.
Wait a minute.
You guys do too, right?
Tenko's crossed out with like a half-assed manji because if they full-assed it, it would look like a swastika.
Yeah, of course.
That's what I'm inferring from that anyway.
I'm gathering it
trust their
too.
friendship so readily?
Although it's going the other way.
Obviously. Let's believe in them.
Well, I mean, a manji can go in any direction. It's just the swastika that went whichever way it did.
Exactly.
I can never remember which way it is for that matter.
That trims our list of suspects down to 3.
I mean, the tails are to the right.
And Kibo.
Sorry, the tails are counterclockwise.
Yep. The culprit is one of those 3 people.
Oh, Kokichi, shut your testicles. In a
You mean
book.
one of those 2 people. Because a robot ain't people, Jack.
Ow. I mean, I'm a cynic.
I will
but
let that
no.
remark slide. Anyway, aren't these accusations just a tad too hasty?
I love Kibo's sassy pose.
What else? The culprit should confess already. Gonta, Keyboy, or Samugi? Well,
No, not Gonta. Gonta would never kill
Okay, I swear I'm
Angie.
not disappearing the whole time this time, but
Cool.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hopefully somebody will show up in the meantime.
Okay.
Gonta's a gentleman. You shouldn't suspect either of us.
Hey, stick up for me too.
Oh no, we're gonna have a fight, aren't we?
Gonta definitely not hurt anyone. Torture Gonta if you don't believe.
Oh.
Torture might be a bit too far, but Gonta and I aren't the culprits.
And I'm not the culprit either. Jeez.
Gonta
I'm not the
not
We're
culprit.
not the culprit.
Also, wait, hang on. I know I bought a skill, and I forget exactly what it was that I bought.
You must
Before any of y'all even say, oh, good, I can't even check. Well, never mind.
consider other possibilities. Surely there must be suspects outside the student council.
Student council.
that's utterly impossible.
A dead chick
Not just
can't be the
anyone can open
culprit.
up doors.
What? Kokichi's talking about the
Only
door.
student council members.
Ah, Kokichi? No. Really? Really? I fired it, and then the white noise appeared. What fresh bullshit is that? And I still can't check what skills I have equipped. Lovely. Really? That counts as damage? That is
You
bullshit!
must consider other possibilities. There must be suspects outside the student council.
That's utterly impossible.
A dead chick
Not just
can't be the
anyone can open
culprit.
up doors. Only student council members had access.
I was wrong.
Am I firing the wrong
You
bullet?
must consider other possibilities.
I think I was firing the wrong bullet.
Surely there must be
Okay,
suspects
I'm
outside the
kind of
student
offended at that.
That's utterly.
A dead chick
Not just
can't be the
anyone can open
culprit.
up doors. Only student council members.
There we go. That's what I was trying to do the whole time, and I'm offended. I am offended at my own lack of paying attention. I must have scrolled the wrong way. I feel dumb.
No, it wasn't just student council members that could have opened that lab door.
What was it you said earlier about Kyo opening the door, Shuichi? Unless you're a student council member, you can't enter Angie's lab, right?
I was referring to Kyo. He couldn't have done it, but you could have. Because I saw you open the classroom lock by picking it.
Why does this always happen in Chapter 3? Ah, Ozzy, you're here!
Oh,
Did you see my
that
monumental
happened?
fuck-up just now where I didn't
totally
realize
forgot.
which truth bolt I was firing? Maybe.
So you're going to pretend you don't remember, huh?
Quit glaring at me like that. Of course I remember.
Also, Ozzy, you may notice that I've made you a mod just in case. We've never had any troublemakers over on Twitch here, but still, in case you do have the power.
Yeah, I did it. I killed Angie.
No, you didn't, Kokichi.
Wait, what? What did you just say?
I picked the lock to her lab, snuck into the room, and then wham! Killed Angie. The culprit was me, all along.
Kokichi, I'ma slap you upside your face.
What?
saying? Is this some kind of joke?
Nah, no joke. I thought that if I confessed, I could atone for my sins. And it helped. I feel so much better. Whew!
I do wonder what his execution would be like if he actually had done it, but like, no, Kokichi, you're a petty child. You don't get to kill people.
So Kokichi really is culprit?
No, he's lying. I think. Maybe?
Yeah. Heather's actually with me and she's just disappeared for a moment, but no one else is watching the stream. And to be fair, it is because I kind of did it out of the blue. Like, I did advertise it a bit, but yeah.
He's lying. I'm certain of it.
I'm affronted.
No, definitely not a lie. I killed Angie. Shouldn't you guys believe the culprit when they confess?
Then let me ask you, culprit. How did you lock the room?
Huh? Well, it's the same as opening it. You pick the door closed from the outside.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, just unpick a lock. That's clearly how it works.
Huh? What doesn't make sense? Can't you lock a door by picking it?
Maybe, but that's not how the culprit locked the room. They used a different method.
Is it the thing I theorized? Because if so, I will actually lose my shit.
What different method? Yeah, Mumbles. Use your big boy voice and explain yourself.
Fair point, Shuichi is too quiet.
There were 2 doors to the classroom, and the one locked last was.
If my theory's right, then the back door. I'm not sure how you can tell that. Bit of a leap of logic here, but please.
The back door.
Oh wait, yeah,
That's how
because
they
the
made
fucking
this
dust
a
on the door.
locked room mystery.
Doi.
The back door had a sliding lock, yes? How was it locked from the outside?
It wasn't from the
The
outside.
culprit used a certain tool.
This actually is leading up to what I thought. God damn. Oh shit, it's one of these. How does this work in? And the question is, how did the culprit lock the boob? Oh hey, Monokuma. Cool. Wasn't even looking for that. There are no things? Ah. Glad I have that skill. There we go. Use the katana. Use the poop in here. Moo moo hoot shoom. There he go. Piece of papis.
The gold leaf katana that was stabbed into Kaede's effigy. The culprit used that to hit the knob of the sliding lock to lock the door.
So the gold leaf was on the sliding lock
Because it was bonked by the
Because
thing.
when the katana hit the lock, some of the gold leaf rubbed off on it.
It rubbed off. Because I'm officially 4012.
The gold leaf on that katana did peel rather easily.
It did pee rather easily.
That evidence rings a bell. Specifically, a school bell.
References to the first game.
Huh? Are you talking about a different school? What school was it?
Now, that doesn't matter anymore. Let's not dwell on the past.
References, as I already said.
Ooh, the gold leaf landed
That's a point.
on
I do need to work
sliding
out
lock
what
when the katana
people's
touched it.
like ambient voice lines should be in not Rompa, because I mean, Ozzy, you were here for that, I think, at the end of the last stream where I was going into detail about my design document.
The culprit used the katana.
I feel like I should come up with voice lines for every character where, like, when they're not doing full voice acting like in the trials, I should come up with, like, individual lines for just ambient dialogue, which should be easy to do, because mine will mostly just consist of meow, because kitty cat.
But wait, how did they move it with the katana? And from outside Angie's lab?
Right, hang on, can I finally check what skill I have equipped, because I swear to Christmas, I've already forgotten what it was. It's in here? Ooh. Oh. How do I check? How shot web? Can I even check? Yeah, well, there you go. You're familiar with the situation. I'm absolutely ruining the flow of the trial, but like... How do I check my skills? Can I even? Wow, savage. Yeah, that's a bit better way of checking. So I equipped a skill and I don't even remember what it is. Good.
The clue that might give us the answer is the layout of the area itself. It was an odd setup after all. The katana stabbed into the effigy. The effigy's hung upside down.
I come to think of it, the katana is at the right height to do the thing as well, so sure.
Angie didn't do that as part of the ritual?
No. Nowhere in the Necronomicon did it say you had to hang the effigies.
If it was not part of the ritual, then it must have been for a different purpose, right?
Because if they're hung by both feet, then you could make it spin pretty reliably, so... Physics, the joys of having an engineer for a father. And that's the point. I hope that Tony and Carolyn aren't offended that I included them in the game, but especially, I anticipate Elise probably would be offended if she found out. Even though I'm praising her by... Oh, it's the butt plug song. Like... I don't remember if I need to... I think I need to hold down the button. Whatever. Like, I'm calling her the ultimate cinematographer. She should be flattered that she's involved in a killing game where she might die. Anyway, I'm there, so all's fair in love and war. The butt plug song. Gotta love it. I kind of want to play this song in earnest at some point. I should have it as like a bed during one of my radio shows, but it's a bit late for that now. Plus, can I get away with playing the... I mean, it's not actually butt plug, but I don't know what it's supposed to be, because it just sounds like the sample of the music is just butt plug! What turned the handle of the sliding dick? Lock. Nailed it. I hate it when the car automates because it makes me feel so anxious, like it's gonna go off the road because it's not following my mouse. Yes, it was the katana. Katana. It was the katana, the thing, they spin the thing. Crazy taxi, smash the prostitute that represents the truth. The prostitute. The coefficient of prostitution, because it was a physics problem. I love this minigame. So much better than its counterpart in the... Well, I mean, to be fair, the logic dive in the previous game was also fun. This is just an even... Like, that's that, but improved. So, I can live with it. This is fine. I'm sure this is going to get more unforgiving in terms of... Shuichi, don't drive off the road with your hooker friend. Your prostitute. The more I say prostitute, the more it sounds like a Pokemon. I forget what I was saying now. Don't drive off the road, you foof. What was done to make the katana turn the loo? That would be, like, rotant. Don't drive off the road, Shuichi. I'll check the chat in just a moment, by the way. I'm just focusing on existing. The katana was stamped to the effigy and the effigy was made to spin. I get it. And, oh, we have another question. That's a lot of boxes. Was the previous one 3 questions as well? I don't actually remember. Just because I remember in the demo of this game, it was only 2 questions, but that was just a demo. Wonder when Heather's getting back. Hopefully she does get back, because... Shuichi, drive more carefully. Because, like, this is all entirely mouse-controlled, so it is a little bit jank, because it feels like somebody's watching me. Like, it feels like the car slides more than it should, and it's mouse controls, and there's another car. I don't like traffic accidents. That's one of my least favourite things to pass the time with. Cars. Beep, beep, I'm a Jeep. Except this doesn't look like a Jeep, but whatever. How was the effigy manipulated to make the katana rock the Casbah? Anyway, yeah. Some people who are in it know they're in it, but not all of them, which is kind of a really good time, because the people who are in it approve of it. And, hang on, spin. That's what I'm going with, because coefficient of prostitution. Except I don't think that's got anything to do with, talk and whatever, but still. Yeah, so some people who are in it know that they're in it, and they're all okay with it, but the people who don't know, either, like, I think Elise would mind, I think everyone else would be okay with it.
That's it. The reason the culprit stuck the katana into the effigy was so that it would hit the sliding lock as the effigy spun.
Effigy spun?
That's right. If you spun the effigy, the rope it was hanging from would twist.
So this kind of ties back into what I was praising the previous case for, in that this game uses so much physics because Shuichi's the ultimate detective and it's clever shit. Slap.
Then, if you let it go, the rope would unwind and the effigy would spin the other way.
I thought they're just using the word effigy.
The katana would spin with it.
Yeah, they kept stressing like, oh, that lock is really easily slided open and closed, so this makes sense. But I'm sure this will be... People will accuse me once again of cheating. Like, no, it's just... I just follow the logic. Because I mentioned earlier in the stream, I got a comment today accusing me of, like, faking the blind playthrough, and I take that very personally, because why would I deprive myself of the experience? But Heather and I have already ranted about that.
The culprit
I just want it to be known that I disapprove.
the effigy's rope and then swiftly leave. This would cause the spinning katana to hit the sliding lock. And thus was the back door of an empty classroom locked from the inside.
Clever shit.
Yes, that's how Angie's lab was locked. By using the effigy with the katana.
A plan born from the heart of a sword traveling through the air to intercept us.
Calm down, Tsumugi.
Oh, but could it have moved the slide lock so easily?
Well, yeah.
The sliding lock was pretty loose. A little push could move it. As long as the spinning katana hit the lock, it would have slid into position.
Even if the culprit failed the first couple times, they could keep trying until it locked.
This is also true. Hadn't even thought of that.
The culprit chose to strike at nighttime as to avoid detection.
Yes, since the student council prohibited anyone from walking around at nighttime.
Are you saying it's the student council's fault?
I mean, not directly.
I didn't say that.
In any case, the culprit probably used the murder weapon for this trick. It had to have been the right length to hit the sliding lock.
Because it wasn't sexual enough as it was.
Long enough in my lab, so they settled for the katana.
The other effigies were only hung up so we'd think it was some kind of ceremony.
Makes
that
sense.
way, we wouldn't notice the lock trick.
Remember when there isn't like a magic circle on the floor? I guess I was wrong about that being a ceremony. It was just made to look like one. But still, it foreshadowed someone dying, so yeah.
Kokichi did say earlier that he could have hit the lock closed. I don't want to completely ignore that possibility. But I can't imagine the culprit would have done all this just for a distraction.
If that's the case, then Kokichi's confession earlier was actually...
Total bullshit.
Seriously? You fucking lied again?
Cough it up, Kokichi!
To be fair, he's a lot worse than the demo.
Man, you guys got me. Okay, I'm not the culprit.
You're telling the truth this time, right?
Well, we've established that the alternative is a lie and it's a binary choice, so by process of elimination it has to be the truth, Himiko. Well done!
I want to say I'm lying, but I'm not.
Why did you say you were the culprit?
I wanted to lure the culprit out. If I claimed to be the culprit, then the real culprit would agree as well. You get me?
Okay, that does make sense, but fuck you anyway.
And if they pressured me to confess, then that would have looked mighty suspicious. Sheesh. Darn it. It didn't go my way because Shuichi butted in on my plan.
Don't try and make out like it's my fault, Kokichi. You are an entire fuck.
You and your fucking lies! Go sit in the corner and play with yourself!
There is probably fan art of that.
Okay, I'll start right now.
Oh dear.
Alright, so who's the asshole who set up this locked room mystery?
She says so fucking casually.
You, I can't hold it up anymore.
Oh.
What's the matter? You going soft on me now?
Oh! Apparently not an entire fuck, only half a fuck.
Who made the lock-through mystery doesn't matter, since anyone could have done it. Don't you even understand something as basic as that, you filthy cum dumpster?
Oh! But please, that's so 2000 and late. I prefer Semen Demon.
Cum dumpster! Finally! Someone finally called me a cum dumpster!
What the fuck, Mew?
What should we talk about now?
Oh, Gonta, Daddy.
We must focus not on the locked room, but on who entered Angie's lab.
Yeah, who entered Angie?
Only one of the student council members or Kokichi could have gained entry. Therefore, the culprit must be among their number.
That leaves us with 4 suspects. Tsumugi, Gonta, Kibo, and Kokichi.
Don't forget Himiko.
Alright, that's one
She's
sneezing
also a
fit
part of
down.
the student
What I missed?
council.
I was right about how they locked the room.
Doesn't
cool.
matter if she was besties with Angie, she's still a suspect.
And I do like, I was saying how I like how the, like, just like in the previous trial, there's actual physics in solving the puzzle, because Shuichi Ultimate Detective is physics. It's more complicated than the previous games, and I love it.
That contradicts what you said earlier.
I don't know, we
which
were
I can
playing
prove
Apollo
using my
Justice.
recording function.
It's fine. It's just a waste of time.
Also, Kokichi claimed to be the culprit, and then Renee used...
A suspect? Never kill Angie!
And Himiko's finally opening up a bit.
So, calling all suspects, what should we discuss next?
It's magic.
I want to hear everyone's opinion. What would you say to get yourself off the suspect list?
Oh, also, Mew told Kokichi to go and fap, and he did, but then he called her a cum dumpster, and it was just glorious.
Why are you trying to lead the debate? You're a suspect too.
Silence, outsider. Only the suspect rangers are allowed to speak.
Suspect ranger?
There's no way Kokichi's surviving the whole game.
I agree. Those under suspicion should explain themselves thoroughly.
Oh no, are they doing a flipping Power Rangers thing now?
Panty panty.
Oh boy.
Anyway,
I hate
wanna ask
empty
the
buildings.
Suspect rangers.
Did you say empty buildings?
Yeah, that's
What should we talk about?
Power Rangers
What should we say
SPD
to get
episode
ourselves
8,
off the
I believe.
suspect
There's
list?
a villain called Shorty, and when he gets huge, because
Well,
Shorty
guys,
is
I wanna
giant,
hear what
I
you
think that was
think.
kind of the point. You know, when he's smashing through the city, there's a very clear shot of him just straight up destroying a building, and they didn't want the kids to think anyone died, so they needed him to shout, "I hate empty buildings!" So,
Gonta not
and it's one of
smart
my
enough to
favorite
know
points
answer
in
to
any
that.
game or any TV show ever, and it's one of the
Yes,
funniest. I'll send it
It's
to you.
difficult to formulate a logical response to that question.
Not articulate with words, huh? Don't you guys want to prove your innocence?
They don't trust you one bit, and I don't blame them. You're
Also, I was able to
plotting.
hear all of the
Did
voice
Tenko
actors
have to
finally,
die?
and wow, no one sounds like I thought they did. This is really cool.
Oh.
I want to know.
Like
what happened to
Suichi
Angie,
sounds like
but
super dark and shit. Like the actual male version of Kyoko. I was not expecting that.
Well then. I just don't like how some of the voice actors are really quiet compared to the others. Like, that's just an error in the game.
Can we talk about
Well, of course.
Tenko's case now and not
Gonta's
just
too
Angie?
funny, I think. I don't think you
I
mentioned
got
it
you
yet.
exactly where I wanted, Himiko.
What do you mean?
The 2 victims could have been killed by 2 separate murderers, you know. So we need to find the first Blackened responsible for the first victim. We gotta figure out who killed Angie. Until we solve Angie's case, Tenko's case is meaningless. Did you suggest that to waste our time?
It's not meaningless!
Damiko has a personality, yeah!
Tenko's death was meaningless? How dare you! Poor Tenko! How could you do this to her?
At least she's finally reciprocating some of Tenko's affections. I mean, yeah, Tenko was being a thirsty fuckboy girl, but at least Himiko's appreciating her friendship now.
Himiko.
Too little too late, but still.
Himiko, stop it with your crappy lies.
Oh, also, Heather, I found a hidden Monokuma in the trial completely by accident, so that was good. I actually got it this time as well, instead of avoiding it, because I didn't mistake it for a little old lady.
Yes.
Everything you said is total BS. You didn't give 2 shits about Tenko when she was alive. But now you're like, oh no, poor Tenko, after she's dead. Come on, really?
Kokichi, enough!
No. It's okay. It's no surprise he'd think that. I know I ignored Tenko before. That's why I'm so upset now.
I mean, Himiko, to be fair, you were kind of in the right to ignore her thirsty-ass advances.
I should have faced Tenko. Worked things out with her while she was still alive. But now, it's too late. I can't complain to her or thank her. It's too late.
Yeah, seriously. It's way too late to realize that now.
Well done, Kaito. You fucked the moment right up the butt.
Our only option is to face her death head on.
Face her death?
Himiko, I understand what you're going through.
You're one to talk, Kaito. What about Kaede? You know, you still have your waifu. What about poor Shuichi? Fucking blue balling him while you're off with Maki
Let's
Roll.
work together to find the truth. I'm not gonna let anyone say her death didn't matter.
Kaito. Alright. I'll put a silencing curse on whoever calls Tenko's death meaningless. The name of the curse is Death Curse. I suppose being dead would silence someone pretty good.
I'm glad that Himiko's finally happening.
Listen up! All you guys are gonna help out too.
But she's so quiet compared to Kaito.
Abandoning someone who died and only thinking about your own survival. That's just as bad as a hit and run. I won't forgive something so messed up.
Tenko was our friend. Gonta wanna know why she died too.
I already told you that's so unnecessary. We're getting
So
sidetracked
there's a thought, I
here.
suppose, because on one hand, if a second person killed Tenko because they weren't aware of the rule that meant that only the first killer was capable of graduating, that would make sense. But then, if it's the same killer who killed both, why would they kill Angie and then also a second victim if they'd already killed Angie and set up this locked room? And I still think that either is a possibility here, because either someone else did the Tenko murder because they wanted in on graduation and thought that maybe they could conflate it with Angie's death, or it's one killer and they have an ulterior motive, but that seems a bit far-fetched.
No, even if it was a different culprit, we need to know how Tenko died.
Could be from
We don't
someone who
find out
doesn't trust
killed her,
Atua.
we won't be able to work together. Not now, not ever.
And if you count Atua, it's technically a triple kill.
That's true.
Even if this trial isn't for
Well,
her,
maybe that's the
in
idea.
order for us to
If
survive,
we take out everyone who... Or maybe somebody really is opposed to necromancy for something.
we need to get to the bottom
I
of
prefer
Tenko's
pyromancy,
death.
personally.
I mean,
Pies.
same.
Not just to survive this trial, but so we can keep going and live on!
Finally, you noticed.
Also, I think I just got makeup in my hair, so that's going to be an interesting thing to wash out today.
Well done.
Huh?
I'm proud of myself for
Kokichi
that
want
one.
us to notice?
There we go.
Don't
Much
listen to
better.
his crap. We haven't decided whether there were two different...
Did I say makeup on my face? I meant nail polish.
Oh, yeah, that'd be harder.
Let us talk about Tenko's case then. Perhaps that will provide us a clue.
Yeah, maybe.
Also,
These streams are always the best time to do, cleanup on the polish.
So what are we talking
So
about
I tend
first?
to do this whenever I get the chance.
fair enough. Also, I equipped a new skill and I've already forgotten what it is, and I haven't found any way of checking, so...
For now, let's see if we can narrow down the list of suspects.
I think it was
does
just...
it
Was it
let
just
you
the
do
stabilizer?
something else? Or?
It was either the stabilizer or the white noise thing. I think it was just the stabilizer, in which case it doesn't matter.
Tancrotch probably got killed during the seance, so everyone
Tancrotch.
there's suspicious.
But to be fair, she called her cunt foo in the previous stream, so, take your pick, Himiko. That was... Yeah?
That's it! It was me, Kyo, Himiko, and Kokichi.
So those four are the culprits!
Oh, Himiko's still culprit?
Oh yeah, just after you left earlier, there was a mass panic debate, and I lost 2 fucks of health in it because twice I used the wrong truth bullet. I knew what the right answer was, and I somehow didn't realize I had the wrong truth bullet selected, and I'm
Well,
offended.
that's probably just a coinkydink. The most suspicious out of the 4 is really...
Oh, is that during the triple
He
argument
suggested the
thingy?
whole
Yeah.
seance idea.
Yeah,
Then
the
I
mass
did see
debate.
that. Good.
True. I may have
The mass
suggested
debate
it.
where you throw
I
vaginas at
explained
people.
the
Yeah.
procedure beforehand, yes. If we all
I think
knew
we've had
of it
nothing but
before the
vaginas so
murder,
far as
then
well.
we are all
Maybe not, I don't remember
equally
now.
Suspicious.
Well, I suppose, but...
In addition, The seance wasn't entirely in my control either. I was not the one who selected the room we performed it in. It was Himiko.
Yeah, but if you're gonna say, oh well, the middle room must have been prepared for the murder, but Kokichi fell through the floor in a different room, so that suggests that if there was some tomfuckery applied to the floorboards of the middle room, then it was applied to at least 2, if not all 3 of the rooms, so that's kind of a moot point.
Oh, right.
Also, we should not limit our suspects to only those who participated in the seance. The empty room had a point of entry from outside, you see.
Like the bit under the floor? Like that over there?
There! You're talking about under the floor, right?
Huh? Under the floor?
Yes, there's a crawl space under the floor a person could move through. There was also a hole that connected it to the neighboring room.
See, this looks like a car park to me, but then I just now I thought that underfloor space was so much bigger than it was, and I thought that like Maki and Shuichi could have stood up in there easily, but look at the size of the candle. Yeah, no, that is not much room at all.
If the culprit used the hole, they could have entered and exited the seance room.
If we consider that possibility, then there is another suspect.
Another suspect? Who?
Whomst?
It's appearing before me. Oh, I can see it clearly. The true identity of Tenko's killer.
Yeah, because your eyes are closed and you're looking at the back of your own eyelids. You can see yourself! Ha ha! Oh, we got a lie one. We got a lie time. Okay, I'm ready to lie. How should I lie? What am I doing? What am I lying about?
Sneaked in during
You should lie like one of my French girls.
by crawling under the floor.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor.
I mean, there was...
You see, our villain had a light.
Light? You mean candle?
I mean, Kibo's flashlight function. Huh?
Now hold on a
This
second.
seems relevant.
Kibo could have used that.
Is that a vagina lie?
I'll reveal the truth.
That was a vagina lie. I lied vaginally.
Mew,
Vaginally?
you know his flashlight
Really?
function,
Yeah.
correct?
I lied my way into the vagina.
Did you not
I'm a
notice?
white male.
I didn't notice what.
Why's it gotta be white?
Well, I'm white.
There we go.
Therefore, I represent the entire... Wait, I'm not human. Never mind.
Ba-ba-da-da.
The drawback of the flashlight function that you added. It's so bright, even Kibo can't see when it's turned on.
I see. That bright, huh? Wait, what? There's no way a genius like me would make that kind of rookie mistake!
The light comes out of his eyes, you dingus!
But you make mistakes a lot. A whole lot.
Get fucking told, and by Gonta Daddy of all people as well.
Hey! If you're gonna fuck me in front of everyone, at least buy me dinner first!
Okay, that's a good clapback.
If he can't see, it doesn't matter how bright the area is. He couldn't move like that. So Kibo couldn't have been underneath.
Have I mentioned I really like Mew?
It was mentioned in the previous stream that supposedly she was designed to be as dislikable as possible, and it massively backfired.
Yeah,
Is that
no,
true,
yeah.
Kibo? Is what
Well, I don't
Shuichi
enjoy
said
her.
True?
I enjoy
Yes,
I enjoy
but you're
not
a
enjoying her though.
reasonable person. Think about all the not so reasonable people playing this game.
Yeah.
About death and murder and shit. And evil bears.
Well, I'm so sorry. I just don't remember. Really, I'm sorry.
Fuck's sake, Kibo.
Ah, we get it already. Just turn it off. We're gonna go blind.
Huh.
You don't remember? What does that even mean?
Well, Shuichi, trying to make a fool out of me, huh? Let me put on some makeup, cause I want to at least look pretty me before you decide to fuck me!
Shut up, Mew.
That's
Yeah, no, I really like
So
her.
sorry.
Damn, that is seriously bright.
He's continuing to shine so bright that he made Kaito shit himself again.
Wouldn't the light have shined through the gaps of the floorboard if it had been this bright?
Thank you, Maki. The hole.
yes. The culprit couldn't have used a light under the floor. Not even Kibo.
That's not fully true though, because there was the white sheet. Unless there was only one of them, because like that was they specified in the truth bullet that it's so thick that nothing can get through it. So
Oh, they couldn't have.
We were there after all. We would know. There was a hole near the corner of the room we were in, remember? If someone had a light under the floor, it would have leaked through.
it would have peeked through the fire doors.
We did the seance. I'm pretty sure the room was pitch black.
That's right. We didn't see anything, so the culprit couldn't have used a light.
Random thought. I love bathrooms that you can like they have no windows at all, so you can close the door and it's just completely dark. I had one like that when I lived on my own in Newcastle.
And just
I mean,
because
that's
I have a
most
built-in
family
flashlight
restrooms.
function does not mean I am the culprit.
Really? Not in this country.
Really?
I see.
Yeah, we always
That
have
was a
bathroom
flaw
windows.
in my
I mean, they're crystallized, so you can't see in through them, but still.
Jeez.
Huh.
Here I thought this would be the case where the murder could only be done by a robot.
That's racist.
You have accused me of being the culprit more than once now, simply because I am a robot. My status as a robot does not mean I am capable of performing superhuman feats.
Yeah, like shining light out of your eyes. Oh, wait.
My vision is somewhat poor, and I only possess average physical strength and intelligence.
Then what makes you ultimate, Kibo?
All right. You made your point. God, now I feel sort of bad for you.
I neither want nor need your pity.
I just realized as well, I like how the words class trial are kind of there diegetically, whereas in the previous two games it was just like part of the HUD. So they're literally being surrounded by the trial of the 150th ass. They just need to live with that.
To move around under the floor in that pitch black darkness. Maybe the floor and the hole have nothing to
Oh,
do
Heather,
with
as
this
well.
case.
Something that I noticed between streams, and I pointed it out in the previous stream, but you weren't here to hear it.
Uh-huh.
I'd noticed it passively, and I used the previous stream to confirm. I haven't seen any security cameras in this school.
Then why was
Ooh.
floorboard under Tenko lined up funny?
Okay.
Going to think that was so culprit could stab Tenko from under floor.
But she couldn't have been stabbed from under the floor because the wound was in the back of her neck. Oh, you could even see it in that picture. Ew.
Ooh, nice observation, Gonta. Are you finally getting used to the class trials?
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Oh, Gonta, Daddy.
Don't say it like that.
Okay, we have 5
You're
viewers
better
now.
off not being used to this kind of stuff.
Maybe they marked Tenko with glowing paint and looked for that.
References again.
That'd let the culprit find her. Then they could stab her through the floorboards.
Someone played the
Boy,
previous game.
That sounds really familiar too. But I'm just gonna ignore it.
The writers were clearly on point with this game. I hope that my game can achieve that level of quality.
Huh?
Oh, yeah.
And the best I have so far is the debate scrum where one of the points is, you can't accuse so-and-so of being the murderer, that's racist. Because, oh, they're of XYZ species, so clearly that means they have violent tendencies. Like, bitch, please, that's racist.
The loose floorboard was the one under Tenko, right?
And I stand by that choice of words because, yes, speciesist is more accurate because we're talking about furries here, but if you say the human race, that implies that race and species have some sort of, like, I'm talking, like, base-level semantics here. I'm not trying to imply anything, but, like...
Well, actually, it's a good point that you bring up, too, because race doesn't actually
culprit
mean
used it while
anything.
she was
It's
still
a
alive, she
useless,
totally
like,
noticed.
social construct, so it could refer to any group, technically.
And certainly within the context of fantasy literature and whatever, like, race is typically used to distinguish between different...
Humans, elves, and dwarves.
Yeah, different sapient classes. So, like, for instance, the Gorons and the Zoras or whatever. And,
Right.
like, they're referred to as races because they're sapient, but they're not human, so it's to distinguish those. And if you said species, that would seem kind of... Like, that would sound like a slur in context. So that's what I'm saying here. That's how I'm justifying the use of the word racist.
Now, with that
Who
said,
fucking
if you're gonna bring in Zelda
Messing over that won't
specifically,
get us
I mean,
closer to the
all the
culprit.
Hellions are white, and then there's the Gerudo,
Oh.
and those are two separate races. So like,
Oh. Awkward.
We shouldn't dismiss
Yeah.
this inquiry, however. Instead of
Nintendo's
flooding our
kind of got to
against this,
backtrack on that a
how about we
bit.
concentrate on another
No.
issue?
What other issue?
Perhaps first.
I mean,
we
Breath
should
of the
figure
Wild
out
did,
how
but
and when
I'm getting ahead of
exactly
myself.
Tenko
Or
was killed.
behind you, whatever. Point
Yep.
is, I want to touch you.
You're getting behind me to get head? That's not how that works, Heather.
Look, I'm a
Giving head from behind?
contortionist.
That's even worse.
Tenko was in the metal cage for the whole
Wait,
sequence,
hang on.
wasn't she? How could someone
Well-
lock
You're imagining
her
it, aren't
there?
you?
I'm trying to.
Oh, but
that-
you have a girlfriend now, Heather.
I have two, technically. Anyway.
Before she went under the metal cage.
That's not possible. She was alive at that point.
Oh yeah, because she spoke when she shouldn't have spoken. Stop eating the
Was
stalks!
unmistakably alive when the sequence began.
Fine.
Human centiple.
Oh boy.
A human with 100 nipples. That's not
That
what's
was
being
right
said here at
before
all,
we
but
blew
still.
out the candles. But when the light came back,
The floorboard was removed at that point, so it's likely she was already dead then.
I
So she was killed when the room was dark?
think that's how the quote goes. I don't know, it's
But
not
she
my...
was inside
it's not my
cage,
piece of
right?
beef.
Going to think
That
it's
was a finishing move
impossible
from
to
what
kill her
game?
then.
I don't know.
But she wasn't killed when the room was dark. It was a different time.
Welcome to the Stram, Tristan. So the thing is, according to Twitch, you've been a mod this entire time, so there's no reason why it would censor you, so I don't know why that is, so welcome to the stream anyway. We're solving 2 murders for the price of 1.
Try to say the most censorable
You'll
thing
figure it
possible.
out, shithead.
Maybe you'll break the censor through that way. Overwhelm it.
Yeah, just Naganuma's Wet Dream, the butt plug song, but now with extra butt plugs.
Gotta follow it up with a suspicious link.
Since Galta said it was impossible, I'm proposing an alternate theory. Now hurry up and
I
think.
couldn't tell if that was the Old Spice theme or the Burger King thing.
It was McDonald's. McNaldo's, I like the it.
Start circle jumping
Oh.
your limp dick brains.
That's
Burger
actually
King
surprisingly
was on
good
a big hit
soundbite
now,
though.
right?
Oh dear.
Huh?
Tristan's preparing something. It's gonna be glorious. Also, we have a Let's Baffle debacle. Still gonna call him
Oh
that.
joy. Good.
When Tenko got
I mean,
killed,
technically, they're doing an in-canon universe
wasn't
version
during the
of what
seance.
I'd be doing in those videos if I ever
It
made
could not
them.
have been
So,
done at any other time.
I mean,
She was under the cage the whole time. And she was dead when the cage was lifted.
What about moment Cage was lifted?
There was the white sheet. Wait, hang on. I just lied by accident. That wasn't even intentional. I was just... Wow. That's not even what that webcomic is about.
I was wrong.
That's so overdramatic. Yeah, that was just me doing some, like, reflexes there.
when Tenko got killed,
Okay,
no,
so-
Tristan, you didn't say anything about
wasn't
killing
during the
people.
seance.
Oh.
It could not have been done at any other time.
Okay, that would have gotten you censored.
She was under the cage.
They don't.
the
They,
whole time.
Twitch has finally
When she
stopped
was
caring.
dead,
Good.
The cage was lifted.
But yes,
What about moment Cage was lifted?
multiple Gonta daddies. Another vagina! All this going on about boyfriends, and I'm just here celebrating vagina counters, apparently.
Gauntable Mamba Daddies.
Oh.
No, it wasn't possible to
I
kill
do
the
recommend
moment
Natural
the
Habitat,
cage
though.
was lifted,
Quality stuff.
Because the inside of the
I recommend Las Lindas. I'm incredibly base, and
I'm still following Two Kinds after all these years. And I'm still shooketh that that's written by Markiplier's brother. What are the odds?
If Tenko was stabbed then, there wouldn't be blood on the cloth.
I mean, to be fair, you could often call some sorts of creative sparks
How could my
genetic.
golden brain be wrong when it felt so right?
And since
The only
I'm an only
possibility
child,
is
that's
that
why I
Tenko
have
was
no
killed during the
creativity.
Factory model right here.
Also, Mew's having a moment.
No, It's still wrong to think that Tenko was killed during the seance.
What?
Also, wait, hang on. Which button is it to check the controls? Because I want to check the controls. Helpful.
I'm gonna prove it right now.
Ah.
My golden brain is gonna go all out!
I think they weren't thinking when they programmed the free look, because... Can I just edit it so that Mew has no nose? No, this is too vertical for that. Fine, whatever. That was a good thing that just happened just there. I think it's just clicky click click and... Yeah, okay, sure, fine. So much slice. I thought we still only have 4 blades at a time.
Died after the seance. It happened when the sheet was lifted. That was the moment the culprit chose to stab the fuck out of Tenko through the cage.
Stab the fuck out of
They
Tenko.
stuffed the thin blade through the gaps of the cage, and that clean white sheet got stained blood red.
But it's pink!
But the weapon was a sickle. Only the blade could have fit through the gaps.
The Tony Hawk gaps, to be
The
specific.
blade's all you need.
Tee, just the tip.
If you stick the blade through a gap in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko, sitting in there with her neck on
Oh, but hold on. 'Cause that's not how it was. Another vagina! But she was kneeling because she had her head on the poop.
Wait, just
That's not what that was.
Tenko wasn't sitting down inside the cage.
There wasn't even room in the cage to sit down.
If I haven't said it yet, should we choose the eyeshadow is like the freaking best.
The marker stone.
Eyeliner, sorry, I always get the two mixed up.
The sickle's blade
In name, I promise I'm not lining my eyes with shadow. That'd be horrifying.
I mean, are we talking about the whole hog, literally, or just semen?
Yes.
Good.
I messed up again? How could this happen? I am so embarrassed.
Yeah, Mew, you monumental fuck up. You've been wrong about so many things, including stuff you wasn't wrong about. Wasn't. Subjunctive.
Mew.
Fuck.
Everyone already knows you're an embarrassment to the human race.
Yeah, no worries.
How embarrassing!
If Shuichi is right, then it's impossible for Tenko to have been killed through the cage.
Well, I never said that. Bearing in mind where the blood splatter ended up, I'm leaning even more towards that theory about her being yoted somehow, but that would involve punting the floorboard from underneath. Or, like, the gaps missing from the cross beam, what's it called? Like the underfloor support. I guess if that was cut in the right place, you'd be able to stomp on one of the beams and it would like flip up and yeet her upwards. But then that still doesn't explain how the sickle could have got there.
She couldn't have been killed during the seance, and she.
If you're standing underneath and you like slice the sickle up through the floorboard, wouldn't that work? Couldn't you still stab someone with that and then just?
But I think
sickle around out?
From what I've seen, the blade would be thin enough to go through the floorboards, but not the whole handle. Plus, if nothing,
But that's also why there's no blood on the handle, right?
Yeah, but she was face down, and the blood splatter was on the top of the cage and the top of the sheet, and this is a hot mess.
If she was killed then, the
Oh,
cloth
boy.
over the cage would have been pierced.
But she must have, it must have taken place, because as Greco was saying there, it has to have taken place while she was under it, but from a force that wouldn't have to go through the...
Not during the seance or from below the floor. Then it's impossible, isn't it?
Yeah, for a living person.
Oh, Kokichi Grandma. Also, welcome back, Red.
What if Angie's spirit killed Tenko?
What are you talking about? That's not possible.
He's a lawnmower.
We don't know that.
She's a
Some
brick,
things
he's a
are
lawnmower.
impossible for a human, but not for a spirit.
Butt plug.
Don't say stupid stuff like that.
Stop
Stop that now.
Stop fuckling the butt plugs!
Ooh.
Fine. Then I shall putting them in my butt. Wait.
Angie's spirit killed Tenko? But why?
You're welcome.
Himiko?
It's an image. I like it.
Why would Angie's
Fitting
spirit
multiple
kill
plugs
Tenko?
into a single anus. How even?
Here's a question.
Oh.
Can they vote for someone
And
who's
Angie's
dead to be the
spirit
blackened?
came back for revenge.
I mean, you could do it in the
Like I
first
said,
game.
That's impossible. Spirits can't be culprits.
Then explain how the culprit killed Tenko under these
Because my immediate thought would be
circumstances.
then the logic here is that bringing Angie back to life so she would then kill Tenko. Because Tenko killed Angie, there is no blackened left alive.
Spirit could have done
Wait, I know. What if
Obviously
the
not what
hiding
actually
inside
happened.
the cage?
Throwing that out as a point.
Well, they don't have an alter ego to kill this time, so I think it's someone in the courtroom.
No. If there was someone else in the cage, we would have
I agree
noticed.
with Kaito. The culprit could have been inside the cage.
Wow. Maki coming in from downtown with the save. Ring Ring coming in with a good call.
Nonsense. There was no space in the cage for the culprit to hide.
Maybe the culprit wouldn't need to hide in the first place.
What?
Also, the culprit could have killed her in the cage at any time. I think you know what I'm getting at, right?
Wait, hang on, what's the question? Who could have killed I mean... I guess... Because she was in the cage, she could have killed herself somehow? I don't think that's what happened, but... She was in the cage, so it follows.
I believe Maki is referring to Tenko herself.
What did you say?
There's no reason why she would, though.
Tenko is the culprit?
She committed suicide.
Suicide?
If she committed suicide, it would explain a lot of things we couldn't figure out.
I just realized Maki has so much fucking hair. That's hair goals right there.
She volunteered
Yes.
to be in the cage and then
Yes.
stabbed herself during the
Queen
scene.
Slide!
Meow.
Absolutely.
It wouldn't matter how dark the room.
My hair grows so incredibly, obnoxiously slowly that, like, I would never be able to pull that off,
But
but...
the sickle she was stabbed with was under the
I
floor,
misread-
right?
I misread that, Tristan, as something to do with buttocks, but sure. But yeah, I do think that the floorboard is very sus. I think whether by way of being punched from underneath, or I'm thinking of the Mario Brothers here, like jump from underneath and punch it. But then again, that wouldn't be possible because of how small the crawl space is, which narrows it down to some sort of seesaw situation.
If Tenko had stabbed herself, wouldn't the sickle still be inside the cage?
Inside the house.
Inside the house!
You
Oh,
actually said something smart.
Perhaps that explains why the floorboard was removed. After stabbing herself with the sickle, she threw it underneath the floor.
So she took off the floorboard to get rid of the sickle?
Yes.
But if she
That
committed
makes
suicide, why
sense
would
to
you want to make a
Gota.
mystery out of it? That'd be a bit dumb.
Well, it doesn't make sense to me. There's no reason for Tenko to commit suicide.
Maybe I wasn't too far off with the theory I had earlier. You know, about Tenko killing Angie.
Yeah?
That was Tsurugi, and she just had suspicions, that's all.
Because Tenko and Angie were fighting for your attention, right? Tenko's pent-up frustration led her to commit such an atrocity. Her conscience couldn't handle it anymore, so she decided to end her own life.
Go to bed, Kokichi.
What?
But if she was gonna kill herself, why do it during the seance?
She wanted to hide the truth of her suicide.
Why would she do that, though?
Really? Why?
There could only be one reason to hide it in a killing game, right? It's to take us down with her.
Oh, please, she's not Nagito.
Take us down?
She wanted us to pick the wrong answer during the class trial, so she could bring us all down. She wanted us to die with her. Okay, well, she probably just wanted Himiko to die with her, but still.
Kokichi, you fuck.
But what are you saying? Tenko wasn't like that. He told me.
She went through a whole clusterfuck of emotions in what was quite obviously a goodbye speech, and I
What if
called her
all
out
that
on it
was
as
just
such.
a lie?
A lie?
No, it was a lemon.
We should believe Tenko's last words.
The true terror of class trials is that you shouldn't believe everything said.
Yeah, correctio. Pot, kettle, orange.
Himiko, you said that Tenko would never do anything like that.
So I love how the bitrate is like being sensible today.
But how can you be so sure? Did you guys actually know each other? People keep all sorts of secrets. Like Maki. She hid the fact that she's a cold-blooded killer. Is it wise of us to trust other people wholeheartedly in this kind of situation?
It's rich coming from you,
Jeez, you're
Kokichi.
such a naive dude.
Naive?
We're all just people, you know? Of course we're gonna have some secrets.
Kaito being actually Finna woke?
What matters is whether there's any malice behind
I
them.
still don't see why Heartbeat doesn't like him. He's clearly, he's bro goals.
People can lie about how malicious their hidden secrets really are.
Well, duh. It's impossible to know for sure what others are thinking.
Meow.
That's why it all comes down to whether or not you believe in yourself.
Believe in
If you're
yourself.
betrayed, it's not their fault.
I
It's
can't.
your fault for
Yourself!
believing in them.
Hey!
That's why I believed in Maki Roll, because I wanted to believe in her.
Just because you're acting all cool doesn't mean you get to skip training.
Hey, come on. Don't you think you're being a little too strict?
Well, we come from different backgrounds. So for now, let's
This
agree
is
to
sweet.
disagree.
I hate that expression, agree to disagree. I mean, it makes sense, but I just don't like it.
No one's ever called me
It just
naive.
feels like you're denying
Kaito?
closure on something.
Seriously?
Which is totally not an expression you picked up recently.
What? Look, you.
I see the tweets.
I'm very well familiar and things with such expressions. I just lack the words to sometimes. Specifically late at night while pouring my heart out about shit. So, you know.
I want to believe.
Me too. Gonta no can believe Tenko commits suicide.
But if Tenko did commit suicide,
Oh, Heather, were you around when I
that
said
would
that I was
answer all
going
of our
to
questions.
talk to Joth about commissioning character portraits for the cast of Not Romper? Because that was the thing that I've spoken to her about.
If you did it publicly, I haven't seen it, but I know you've mentioned that to me before.
Well, I declared it in the previous stream, and I talked to her about a quote, and it's like, can't afford it now, but I intend to. I intend to afford it eventually.
This is good.
And-
With me, anytime I need to afford something for an artist, I'll be like, hey, first chance I get when I have like
I'll
$100
give you a
here,
reason.
take it all. Take it!
Is there a reason?
Because once I have the, like, you know, the stylized portraits they use in, like, the opening type, like, not the opening type, like the opening sequence thing. Once I have those, I will try to make one for Not Romper.
Yes, there is. Will you trust me, Maki? If it turns out I'm wrong, you can blame me all you like.
I don't know why I bother, because I'm not sure if this is going to actually... I doubt this will even become an actual game, and even if it does, it'll probably be DMCA'd, but still. It's a passion
But for
project!
now, I need you to trust in my detective work.
It definitely wouldn't be DMCA. It might be C&D, but not DMCA. Also, as long as you make it clear you have no affiliation with the actual thing, and I don't think anyone's going to get furry stuff mixed up with high schoolers. So, like... Really, really mature and sexy high schoolers. Anyway.
Well, at the very least, I think there are a couple of Korean Danganronpa fan games available on the internet, and I think they were made with fucking RPG Maker of all things. So they're allowed to exist, so I guess.
I wouldn't assume those would come out perfect, but at least they're a good template to work on.
Oh, we have another... Yeah, we have another lie situation. And, I mean, we're talking about
So far,
Tenko's
suicide
change
seems
of
to be the
heart,
best
so...
explanation.
Her plan was to take us down with her. So she hid her true intentions.
Tenko's not that kind of person.
But if Tenko did commit suicide, it would explain how she died during the sands.
She could have secretly brought the sickle and then stabbed herself with it.
Oh, the animation.
Finally, with the last of...
No. Another vagina lie!
Reveal the truth.
I love this shit so much. The words "and stab herself"
Tenko
with
couldn't
it,
have thrown the sickle on the
stabbing
floor.
through the other. Ah, it's so
I love
cool.
typography, as you will have seen if you've been following the FM Twitter, because all of the karaoke lyrics I've been doing for my karaoke show, those have all been typographied, and it looks so good, and I can't believe that's something that I made. And even then, like, it is still a bit janky, because I've tried to make it legible, but also fit within the recommended image size for social media, so it's a bit jank, but still. I'm especially proud of the lyrics for Halsey's Gasoline. I like how that turned out.
Because she died instantly.
Yeah. Like, why would you lie to Maki about this? She would know.
I'm certain of it. My investigation determined that she died instantly.
But, Shuichi, whenever you're certain about anything, you're lying. That's just obvious.
What's your opinion, Maki? I'd like to hear from someone who specializes in murder.
Murder! Judas!
Maki.
You're right. I completely forgot about that important detail.
Wow, that's so convincing.
Tenko died instantly.
What?
As an assassin, I specialize in killing my targets swiftly. I have no doubt that Tenko was killed immediately.
Words of a true killer. Pretty sure we can believe everything she said.
I love how Kokichi can just tell.
How could you forget that?
Shuichi
Maki
popped a
roll?
boner.
You better apologize to Shuichi.
Excuse me?
It's okay, Kaito, really. No apology necessary. Anyway, Tenko died so suddenly that she couldn't have gotten rid of the sickle. Knowing that, the theory that she killed herself just doesn't fit, correct?
Just like I thought. Tenko wouldn't commit suicide.
Thank goodness, Himiko.
Which means someone definitely killed Tenko during the seance.
She must have been yoked, but then that means the sickle was above her somehow.
Her suicide was considered because we could not determine how she was killed.
No, there must have been a way. We're gonna figure it out.
I'd be kind of terrified to get to the last trial in this case.
Peculiar.
The last trial in this game, and have to lie at some point and collude with every surviving classmate. So you have at some point worked with the killer to uproot the killer. Like, that would drive me insane.
If you know something, please speak up. It could be the key to solving this mystery.
Ooh, we have a posh debate because it's got the music. I thought we still only have 4 bullets per debate as well.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary?
I don't remember if I have
during the seance?
a skill that helps
There
with
is
that.
something that bothers me.
I mean, there was the
fact
sound.
that the seance failed.
That was
The
a
ritual
win.
was perfect.
Did you say 4 minutes?
How utterly strange.
Hold on.
Now that I think about it, while we were all singing the song,
Singing! It jiggles.
I heard something.
I missed. Sad.
I'm more concerned about how dark it got in there. I mean, it was totally pitch black.
You'd never know if anyone was
My
naked.
job
God damn
was
it,
to
Mew.
relight the candles. Moving along the walls was seriously tough.
What was it you were saying, Heather?
You said 4 minutes. You get 5. But
For what?
yes. For the timey do.
Which one?
The one at the bottom of the screen right now.
When did I say 4 minutes?
Like 5 minutes ago.
I don't remember saying that at all.
Did anything
Well,
seem
fuck.
out of the ordinary during the seance?
Something that... The fact that the seance failed. The ritual was perfect.
I have a donkey. I ride him all day long.
Oh.
He's very, 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 very strong.
While we were all singing the song, I heard something.
Did that miss?
I'm more concerned about how dark
Did
it
I
got
miss?
in there.
I'm
I mean, it was
shooketh
totally pitch
and
black.
affronted.
Was to relight candles. Moving along
But I'm pretty
the walls
sure-
was seriously.
We just need to agree with Himiko that we heard a thing.
Did anything?
Something out of the ordinary during the seance? There is something that bothers me. The fact that the seance failed. The ritual was perfect.
And yet it failed. How utterly strange.
Now that I think about it, all sing the song, I heard something.
There we go. And it was a vagina agree as well. We consented to Himiko's vagina.
Himiko, you think that
The real
fell
vaginas
because
were the
of that
friends we
sound,
made along the
right?
way. Oh, good. It's sepia. Sepia pepia. Bang. Bang, bang into the room. Bang, bang all over you. I don't know that song. I don't really like it.
What could have fallen down?
Oh,
Love Shack?
What?
Love Shack?
No.
There wasn't anything on the ceiling that could have fallen down, right?
Because, you know, bang bang on the door, babe.
Am I wrong? I thought
Bang
something
bang on the door, honey! It's a good song.
The sound was pretty loud.
Well, I've had that happen in previous games as well, so clearly it's just my face. The game doesn't like my face. It was the floorbob, surely.
This is it!
Was that the moment of yeet?
I think the floorboard coming off had something to do with that sound. That floorboard came loose at some point during the seance, right?
Would the floorboard have made such a loud sound, though?
I mean, if it was like seesaw catapulted, then maybe.
It was the sound of an intense impact.
If the impact was that intense, then it could have loosened the floorboard.
It was the shot put ball.
Bam bam bam.
Leon did it in Hifumi's pants.
Oh boy.
Sponsored by the Illuminati.
Oh boy.
Alright then, let's go with that. We all gotta put our heads together now.
Another fancy debate with the music. Well, we're talking about like
So what made the
cross
floorboard
piece,
come loose?
surely, because like the impact, someone's going
Judging from
stompy
the
stompy
sound,
poo poo.
There must have been considerable force.
Someone who participated in the seance. Maybe that person tore off the floorboard.
Yes, tear.
That wouldn't make such a loud crashing sound.
They went boom,
Maybe the wooden statue fell over.
boom, big
But
shack.
that statue was still on top of the cage.
Man's not hot.
Culprit hide under floor. Then stood up with such might.
Only you could do that, Gonta.
But we already said there was no one under the floor.
Someone must have stomped.
Thank you, Kokichi.
I agree!
We vagina consented with Kokichi, the little fuck nugget.
Kokichi is right. The floorboard came loose because someone stomped on it.
And because of the holes in the crosspiece, it would have gone whoop, like a whoop.
Floorboards fit perfect.
What haven't I?
Go
What
to
should I
make
not
sure
start? The
first
vagina?
time we go to empty
Don't-
room.
Hold on.
Vroom vroom. No,
Yes,
Tess, no.
yes, that's what I'm like. Having like a pull cord coming out of the anus, and you pull it, and it makes the vagina start jiggling, and just like petrol-powered vagina. And Big Shack.
Yes. But when I look at
Everyday man's on the
the
block.
investigation,
Smoke trees.
One of the cross pieces supporting the floorboards was
A vagina is not. You don't know my life. Have you even heard of vagina dentata? What a wonderful phrase.
After
boy.
examining the cut,
Colonoscopy. Oh
concluded
dear.
that it must have been done deliberately.
Someone? You mean the culprit, right? Why'd they do that?
What did the culprit stand to gain by cutting the cross piece?
Oh, they'll be able to do the sauce. That is absolutely a diagram meant to indicate that stamp on the thing and it would have... You donut, nose long like garden hose. I love that line. I
Why?
have no excuse.
Why is she in the oars pose?
Because that was part of the ritual. So yeah, she would have been yoted, yeetled. Stop yeetling the corpse! Fine, then I shall putting them in my butt.
No, you're supposed to be pulling the cord out of the butt.
Here come the lawnmowers.
Oh,
Yeah, a
shit.
vagina with teeth mowing the lawn. Oh good, it's this. How does this work again? I never remember. Right, hold on. F3. Right, so... Okay, right, okay. So, we need to... Cease. I have to... I spelled cease! My life is complete. What's that other... What is this next word? Effects, I guess? That would fit. Yeah, it's effects. Okay, sure. But I spelled cease. I could go home. I could go home happy. Backwards E.
Wait, Tess, where are you if you're not home?
I see now.
Effects. The cease effect. The Leela effect. From YouTube
right.
poop.
The floorboard might have been used as a seesaw.
Just stop, Shuichi. The floor might have been used as a cease. A cease.
Seesaw?
I love it too much.
The crosspiece at one end of the floorboard had been cut off. The other two crosspieces holding up that board were close to the cage. Meaning, if you were to apply force to the end of the floorboard with no crosspiece...
You have to have been pretty fucking strong to have done that, though. Oh, and Korekyo was the largest one in the room.
The next
I don't think if you jump on it. I was picturing stomping on it with one foot, but I guess if you jump on it, never mind.
Lever.
Fulcrum! Fulcrum, lever, engage! Like in Chapter 2 of Touch Detective 2.5.
A lever capable of lifting up Tenko's entire body.
Just to get a good look at that ass.
Her whole body lifted up?
Yeah, that sounds like a seesaw, all right.
A cease.
But why bother lifting Tenko's body?
They couldn't have killed Tenko like that.
Fulcrum.
Unless they used the
God. My viewers are the best viewers.
That's exactly it. Using the seesaw trick, it was possible to kill Tenko with a sickle.
So it was suspended in the top of the cage somehow then?
How?
I mean, that does fit with where the blood ended up, as I kept saying.
Kill Tenko with a seesaw trick. The placement of the sickle is the most important factor.
Still weirdly complicated. Like, why would they go to all this trouble if Angie had already been killed, if it was the same person killing both? Like, why go to all this trouble? On top of the cage.
That's it!
Yeet her up into it.
The sickle was at the top of the iron cage, with the blade facing down.
Did you just eat a carrot?
The reason we didn't
What?
see it was
I just heard a
because of the
crunch.
fabric covering the cage.
That was a splash.
It was a crunch.
It was a splish.
It was a
Also,
crunch.
The wooden
I
statue kept
came.
the blade
It
in place.
splished. That does not sound like a carrot. I will have you know.
Oh.
I've had a lot of experience.
Excuse you, they call it a no-no carrot for a reason. I mean,
Oh, jeez.
I have it on faith that you still have yours at this point because you're not doing the surgery. Not that that's any of my business.
Now the question
true that
is
the
too,
sickle's handle was
what
thick,
if I was
which
using a
made the
carrot as a
statue
makeshift dildo? Technically that is a maw, so it is a mouth, so I'm eating
statue's
the
weight
carrot.
from falling over.
Especially if you
I have to
have,
try not to say eatling there.
especially if you have the aforementioned vagina dentata. Have you ever heard of the film Teeth?
Yes. What? I'm the one who always brings it up to
Once
you.
everything
Fuck!
was in place, if you stepped hard
They have
enough
that
on the seesaw,
in CAX in town here at the moment. For those not in the know, CAX is like games and films the shop. It's like mostly pre-owned stuff, and their prices are usually decent. But yeah, they have a copy of Teeth. Up north, they have like 5 per store,
Tenko's
so you
body
know.
would have shot upward and
5
hit the
teeth
blade
per
on
store.
the top of the cage.
Clearly, that should be a prize for the final day of Epcot FM.
She was bent
Just
over,
teeth.
meaning the
Six
sickle's
stores
blade
in and you get a whole mouth.
with her neck.
Oh.
The 6-inch sickle blade wasn't long enough to stab
Vagina dentata.
position. But with the floorboard acting as a seesaw.
What a wonderful.
Bringing the victim to the sickle rather than bringing the sickle to the victim.
Indeed it does, Aussie, my Aussie.
That's definitely an unorthodox idea.
That's
You
unusual!
gosh darn Brits.
No.
And your very different discussion of North and
It
South.
would explain
No.
how Tenko got stabbed while she was in the cage.
So the sound we heard was the culprit stomping on the floorboard.
Come to America. We all want to get out of the
Make
South.
floorboard come loose.
Looks like we got ourselves a good old-fashioned seesaw homicide.
Can confirm. Literally every friend I've ever had who lives south of the Mason-Dixie whatever has said to me at least once, I need to get out of here. Can I come to New England? And I'm like, I mean, like, New England's got its own problems, but like...
A strong, independent Aussie who don't need no man.
Oh, fuck.
They can't get away with murder the normal way, so they gotta think
Yeah,
outside
well,
the box.
Britain is just upside down America because all our rednecks live in the north. I can say it with impunity because I was born up there.
You did a great
Although
job
I will
keeping me
say, every
entertained.
time you say Aussie, all I can hear is like Aussie as an Australian. So like,
Indeed.
Well played,
That's
Himiko.
very far south.
Oh, Red, if you were to count every time I've gone, "Meow," then you would be here for a very long time. I'm sure that number would be in the thousands by now.
Yeah?
Just interacting with me, I can confirm.
Meow. Like, it's even been in a couple of the
It was you,
radios.
wasn't it? The one behind the seesaw
Keep
homicide.
dropping my fucking keyboard. Like, I think I've kept it out of my daily shows, but I have gone "Meow" in at least every episode of the Game Guys so far. So,
Why her?
Do you know,
Because
when I was
she's
younger,
the only
didn't
one
understand
capable
why
of
it was
carrying
called the
out
Mason-Dixon line. For that matter, I still kind of
I've never
don't.
even heard of it. So, I've heard of the,
The
Florida
Mason-Dixon
Georgia line
line,
because if it's meant to be,
the-
it'll be. Baby, just let it be.
Oh, shit.
Because
So,
seesaw
the Mason-Dixon
homicide
line
required its
is like
location
the
to be prepared
Confederate
beforehand.
South separated from the North. I don't remember when it was created or why, but it
By
was
cutting the
had
cross
something
piece
to do with
beneath the
legally
floorboard, you mean.
making ends meet after the Civil War. Anyway,
Then the culprit would
whenever I
have
heard
lured the
Mason-Dixon
victim into
line
the
as a
prepared
kid,
room.
all I could think of was Macy's and Dick's Sporting Goods. So I
That
always
is why you
thought,
chose
like,
that room for the seance. Is
well,
it
yeah,
not, Himiko?
Dick's was only ever in the South, and Macy's was only ever in
We
the North.
have dicks over here,
I should hope so!
but we don't have them as their own shop. It's a brand they sell in Asda sometimes.
Well, yeah, but you also have a lot of dicks and pants, I would assume.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, we've established I'm an authority on it, apparently. Ultimate penis. I've
That's
stolen
not
the
a
title
dick,
from
That's a
Kaede.
monster.
She likely found out about my plans for the seance somehow.
Whatever life gets you down.
Gets you down, keeps you where
You
you
were quite
from,
vocal about the seance,
and the
Kyo.
gravy trotters
You
love
even
you
had instructions for it in your lab.
behind. Oh, I used to be able to do that far better.
Our
You know,
culprit,
it's the
Himiko,
weirdest thing. Working on
prepared
voice
her
stuff has
seesaw
actually
trap
killed my
ahead of
singing
time.
voice more than anything. Fuck.
Whereas with me, working radio has actually improved my singing voice anyway, because, I mean, I have better singing voice than I show on anything live, because when I sing live, I deliberately cock it up so that people don't know what my actual singing voice is like, because I'm that.
I mean, I do that.
Ozzy
whenever
gets
I
the
sing
reference!
Crush 40.
Then she waited for me to
But anyway.
host the seance.
And the happy times are coming my way. My
I don't-
trouser monster.
But, yeah, so I've actually been singing in the studio basically every day, so it's been really good vocal practice of all things.
She led us all into holding the seance right where she wanted it.
Yeah, but Kokichi fell through the floor in the
Then
other room, so...
She killed Tenko. All according to plan.
That's a lie, right?
Clearly we have to play the enormous penis song on F.FM, except we can't.
You could get an instrumental version of that, I'm sure.
Yeah,
In the end,
I kind of want to
I
cover
mean,
it
I
now,
would
though.
hope so.
who Tenko cherished and
What?
loved,
Maybe I should cover it.
tragically killed her.
Well, I'm gonna look into the
Wait,
copyrights
we
behind it
didn't know
because
that,
I may
right?
at some point just like include a remix of it in some soundtrack or something.
He's wrong, right, Himiko? Himiko would never kill Tenko, right?
I mean, who wouldn't want that, right?
Tenko? I killed Tenko?
Himiko?
What's wrong, Himiko?
Good. We'll have Sean and Alex round out the four. Excellent. I've actually seen Sean in about 27 years at this point, so... Oh, we have an intermission. An intermission, if you want to pronounce it Swedishly.
Intermejones.
Potatoes. Wingle my dingus. Oh, right, I need to... I keep expecting it to... I turned my keyboard off, that's why. I expected it to go automatically. And it makes sense because Sean doesn't really have anything to come in for, but still.
Well now.
Guess the victim quiz.
It's okay.
Oh, Mondam, my precious child. Grapefruits and apples.
I like how, and I'm only realizing this now, his arms are at his side like the other three, but for some reason he looks far more derpy T-pose than they do.
Because
probably just because his arms are so spindly.
yes.
I mean, it's perfect, obviously, but it's very interesting because I could have sworn the other two always had their arms in a different position, but no.
Hey,
Hey, Monica might as well have asked, hey, Monodam, what are the words to the Spanish national anthem? And he just doesn't say anything. That's right!
Daddy!
Oh, Daddy.
All right.
Omelette du fromage?
Except it should be omelette au fromage.
Yeah.
Ouais. I just realised 2 of the colours in the rainbow in the background are the wrong way around and I'm tilted.
Omelette du fromage would imply that the cheese owns the omelette.
Oh, Daddy, be the cheese on my omelette.
Come to Daddy's cheesy omelets.
Good.
I should stop doing that to myself.
But impressions of them are too scary!
Logic does not compute.
Just looking at Monosuke's dead face. But they don't get fancy crosses, apparently.
Did you hear something?
Why are they back to bullying my boy Monodam?
No, I didn't hear anything.
What about you, Monokuma?
You know what else is scary? Sweet buns.
Buns.
Yep. Tasty, tasty sweet buns.
Baby got back!
So round, so sweet, so delicious.
That doesn't sound scary at all.
I'm scared too. Scared of losing my friends.
Oh, Monodam, my boy.
I can't hear that song anymore without the electro drum going on in the background behind
I
it.
didn't hear anything.
No.
I like da 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 da.
Answer us, Himiko. You chose the middle room to lure us into your trap, did you not?
The other rooms were trapped too!
Then you used
And
that trap
Kokichi
to
knows
kill
this.
Tenko, yes?
Well, Donkey Lips, did you kill that twat?
It's pronounced twat. Why do Americans look at that word and say twat? That is an A. It is pronounced twat. Take it from a native speaker of the language that invented that word. It's twat.
To be fair, I've never understood twat as an anything.
Wait. Must be some mistake.
Just because
No
it doesn't
way,
sound
Himiko
right
was
to me at
culprit.
all. Like, why? Why is that an insult? It sounds like an endearing name.
Because you've been saying
Then
it.
she needs to defend herself.
Like a pet
Otherwise,
name, you
this
know?
debate
Like,
is dead.
literally, oh, Tess, you're my little twat. Like, that sounds cute, you know?
I don't care if you gotta use magic to do it, but say something
But,
already.
like, twat sounds like, you know, like something like you're gonna hit with a fly swatter or something.
Are you even listening?
That is one thing that the north of England is good for. When they swear and it sounds more aggressive, it has more of an impact. Like, you need to go, like, to the extreme ends of the social scale to get the most impact out of swearing in English. Either you get my accent, where it's all really refined, and if I call someone an absolute cocking, cunting bastard, then you know that shit's going down. But... Eba gum, you fat cunt! You know, it also has
See,
a bit of punch to it.
Your Scottish is like
That wasn't
the
even
best
Scottish,
way to
that was
insult
Yorkshire.
anything. I know that, but if you keep going north, the insults get like heavier and grungier, and I love it.
And then it gets a bit surreal if you go onto Scottish Twitter. Fucking dog biscuit.
Well, there is a certain amount of like I follow a lot of Scottish folks who like, you know, do analysis stuff, and by a bunch I mean like 2. But all Scottish folks, whenever they like are trying to do proper analysis stuff and they start throwing out Scottish insults, you know, like, that's a bit pants. I'm like, yes! It tickles me greatly. Scottish twatter.
See, we're going on about listen. Himiko's having a sad moment.
Himiko.
I'm sorry, I basically kill every single emotional scene except for Kaede getting hanged, which I don't think I've ever been so hit by a Daga Daga Booga Daga game before.
But you did kill the scene of Shurichi reminiscing in her memory afterwards, so there is that.
Yeah, I was a
gets
bit
really blah
spacey
if
that
the
day,
suspect
as I
isn't into
recall.
it.
Otherwise, I would have been properly very
That's
sure
not
about
the
it.
problem.
Bees Choga.
Damn it. Don't tell me you've given up.
Himiko, don't give up.
Don't you understand? My
Himiko,
life
do
is
never give up,
riding on the
bro. I
outcome of
believe
this
at you.
trial.
Just shut up. I told you, I'm too tired. It's all just a big pain. I can't put up with it anymore.
What are you talking about? If you give up here...
You needn't worry. Himiko was the one who chose that room. Therefore, she is unmistakably the culprit.
impossible!
Impossible.
Himiko would never kill Tanko! Himiko not that kind of person! Gonta can tell by Himiko's face!
Himiko's a little slow, so I don't think she's capable of handling
Savage.
a complicated crime.
I also think Himiko's not the culprit. Somehow.
Either way, we gotta look for more possibilities.
That does seem like rather a pointless
I'm
quest.
offended by the clicking in the background because it sounds like I'm clicking next to the microphone and it's actually Heather.
Yeah, no, of course. But then again, how do you know I'm also not playing the game?
Then we might find
Because
new
you can't
truth.
stream for beans.
You know, that's a
Don't
fair
give
point.
up, Himiko!
And have somebody give me actual money. Nah, we aren't allowed to have good internet here.
Oh, I'm hearing Lie music. I think that's Lie music. Yes, there's plenty of clocks at the beginning, so it's
Performing the seance in that room was Himiko's decision, was it not?
What if someone steered her into picking the...
well,
Of the 3 empty rooms,
oh, empty rooms.
why did you select the middle room, Himiko? Because you laid your trap there.
Was
I think-
Trap only in that room?
I think I was supposed to thing
Other
with
rooms
Tsumugi
may be
because
trapped too.
that vanished so
Yeah,
quickly.
even if Himiko
So
picked the room,
Savage little
someone else could
toad.
have set that trap.
Your opinions are empty words.
oh, here we go.
Performing the seance in that room was Himiko's decision, was it not?
What if someone...
Vagina lie.
I'll reveal the truth.
I am the best at lying vaginas.
Tsumugi is correct. I believe Himiko was being set up. Himiko only picked that room because Kiyo wanted it as dark as possible.
See, this isn't the way I was expecting this, because like, I feel like the right answer there is actually just Kokichi fell through the floor in another room, which is like the obvious answer. But this also, like, if it wanted me to lie because the lie music was playing, this also makes sense. I don't even know why I'm rationalizing my decision. Like, I was right, so...
Even if Himiko did choose an empty room because of what Kiyo said, are you saying she chose the middle room by pure coincidence?
The culprit gambled on the middle room being picked through coincidence? That seems highly improbable.
I mean... well... Karekyo didn't oppose. If we're going with this line of logic, you could have just said, well, the middle one is surrounded on two sides by rooms that are also dark, that would make sense. But yeah, sure, let's just go with Karekyo didn't object. Fine.
No more. I told you, it's too much of a pain. Just do the voting or whatever.
I'm pretty sure it didn't matter which room Himiko chose.
What do you mean?
It's getting kind of boring, so I'll explain. She didn't choose the middle by coincidence. Each room was the same to begin with.
Because you got twatted in the head and pretended to be dead. There was even like a fake body discovery scene and everything. I didn't believe it, but still.
Remember what Gonta said earlier? Maybe the culprit placed traps in all the rooms? Well, that was correct. Before the trial, I hurt myself checking all the rooms.
That's right.
He pretended to be dead because he's a little munchkin. Well, that's a term of endearment. Well, whatever. I shall say it patronizingly.
Kokichi found another loose floorboard.
If you
in one of the
cannibalize
other
your family,
rooms.
is that munchkin?
Well, I didn't find it so much as I stepped
Well,
through
munching
the
doesn't
trick.
necessarily mean you consume.
Oh!
Hold on! There was also a loose floorboard in the next room?
Gonta, daddy.
So the culprit prepared a trap in all 3 empty rooms, not just the middle one.
If the culprit set traps in all the rooms, then they wouldn't need to select a room themselves.
So the real trap was for someone else to pick a room and take the blame.
I see.
We were caught in the culprit's trap all along.
Were we now?
Especially you!
But now there's no reason to suspect Himiko, right?
Himiko, do you remember what Tenko told you?
She told you to pull your shit together. Literally, plop out a pair of steaming turds, connect them with cheese wire, and yank them together so that whoop, your shit is now together.
Live life facing forward. She said that to you, right? If you give up on
Oh, his
living,
eyeliner is totally on fleek, I just
betraying
realised.
her memory.
His guy liner.
We're all trying to keep our promises to the dead.
And just sure Kirumi for some reason.
This trial, it's not just for our lives.
The clicking, it loudens.
It's for everyone who's died
Meow.
as well. We can't give up. This is our responsibility.
There we go.
We live
Okay.
on.
You're right. Yeah, that's right. If I gave up here, I wouldn't be able to face Angie or Tenko.
That's right. So let's do our best.
Do your best, do your best, do it every day.
Do it every day.
I'm not gonna say it's a pain anymore. I won't give up. I'll fight alongside everyone and survive.
Do not say everyone. After all, the Blackened is still among us.
Hey, there you go. Killing the mood like usual. But damn, well said, Shuichi. That's what I'd expect from my soul, bro.
I ship it.
Your soul, bro?
Well, anyway, do you think the Blackened this time has some sort of superpower?
Soupy Poopy 69420.
What are you talking about?
Oh.
Well, as a
To be
self-proclaimed
fair,
expert
Red.
of stepping through floorboards,
Good text box.
isn't it weird that no one stepped through that floorboard before the culprit used it?
We had no reason to go into the. Oh. Oh, fuck. I was going to say, oh, well, no one had reason to go into those rooms, but that's why he was so pissy about the magic circle.
It must have been barrier magic.
Oh.
Well, that's one possibility.
Oh, right, yeah, you weren't there for
But
that.
I think
He
it
made
might
a
have been
assault
something
magic
else.
circle and told people not to step through it, so that'll be how.
Oh.
That'll be how. But then that would definitely implicate Korekio, because then he would know it was there unless... Well, unless the killer... If the killer isn't Korekio, then I guess they would know about the ritual, so... Sure, okay, well, whatever. I still don't trust
The
Korekio.
other thing, too, is that even if we find out it's Korekio, how do we prove that it was also him who killed,
This is it!
Angie?
It's because of the magic circle at the scene of the crime.
Can we even connect the two without, like, further just looking into the case of Angie?
I mean, there was... I'm trying to think of anything that... Like... Because, yeah, there would be no reason for one person to kill two. But that doesn't rule it out, because it's fucking Danganronpa.
But, of course, it would still be something that would, Korekio wouldn't have a particularly good time after this
Before
if
we
it
began
turned
our
out that he
seance,
did kill
We were warned
her.
not to step
So-
on the circle. The floorboard in question was within the circle.
But then,
That's why no one stepped
was...
on it.
I don't actually remember, because I know there were a number of... There were a number of bloodstains in the crawl space, and I won't say one of them was, like, dried onto a floorboard, and, like, that implies it was there before Tenko's murder, so... I don't know.
So the magic
I'm
circle's
misremembering, because I
purpose
sort of
was to
zoned out by
keep
that
us
point in the
away from
investigation.
whole trick.
That was part of the culprit's plans too?
I think we're making the accusation. Where's my boy? Korekio Shinguji! J'accuse!
To be you,
Zacchaeus?
We had the
I
same
can't even do it
thought.
right now.
Kyo. Was it
So,
you?
that fits in because I already headcanon that Gantz would make a brilliant prosecutor, therefore, Clonwa, the lawyer. No objections.
Zacchaeus?
Just, J'accuse! Vaggy!
Zacchaeus?
Whatever are you talking about?
Just, instead of objection.
I'm talking about Tenko's murder.
What was his hold? What would his hold it be in that case? There we go.
Kyo? Why do you suspect me?
Because you were the one who drew the magic circle. The circle kept us from discovering the seesaw trick.
The seas.
But that's not
Or even
all
better,
it was
the
for.
sea sauce. The sea sauce, true.
In order to make the murder succeed,
Succeeds.
variables like Tenko's position and the placement of the cage needed to be defined.
Yeah. Unless someone else read up on the cage child
Those
thing, then
variables
it
were
could only really be
defined by
Karakyo.
using the magic circle. In short, the circle itself was the most important tool in this murder.
Did I mention that I like how the thing in the bottom corner that like
The person who
indicates
drew the
click to
magic
advance attack
circle
clocks? I like how
has
the
to be the culprit.
the gavel goes bangy bang bang when you click. I like it.
Mhm.
Me gusta.
I mean, you did click, so it makes sense.
You do it!
Oh, I don't like how much he's laughing.
What is so funny? I was just thinking. So this
Can't
is how
laugh,
each
should never
blackened
be
must have
trusted.
felt. What an intriguing experience.
Also,
Just the
foo foo
general-
foo.
Well, sure, but that's because that's not a goddamn laugh.
I mean, it is in Japanese because foo is more like who, like it's sort of windier. So it's not quite H, but it's not quite F. So it comes out as
Well,
as
no
opposed to
one
F U F U F U.
no one- Yeah, there we go. Anyone who actually laughs foo 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 is not allowed in any way to call his name Ryu or Ryu. It's Ryu,
But if
right?
I am the
Ryu?
culprit,
Yeah.
as you claim,
You do it far better than I do. I can't do the pronunciation thing, but it's Ryu.
Just reminds me of Fuyuhiko from the first game, how it's supposed to be Kuzuryu, but everyone in the game just pronounces it, oh, why'd you die in that one fighting game? Oh, Kuzuryu. It's just so bad.
You're still
How
being
could I
far
have
more
stomped
forgiving
on
on
the
those voice
floorboard
actors than
during
I
that
would be.
darkened
They
silence?
are so Kaede, please.
It's not as bad as people have been giving them credit for. But then again,
I'm
apparently
still
I skipped
calling
over the worst
you
one, so
is
I wouldn't know.
Say again?
I think they're not as bad as people say, but supposedly I skipped over the worst possible instance of that, because apparently that was in the first debate scrum, and I just solved it too quickly, so I didn't get to hear the worst one. I'm just too good.
unless that is made clear, you cannot be certain I am the culprit.
Yes, but Koreko, you're on the defensive. We've made the accusation. This is how politics works. You just say something about someone and everyone just starts believing it, and then it becomes the truth whether it's true or not. Social commentary. Boom. Big Shack.
How can
Man's
you
not
be
hot.
so calm when you're backed into a corner like this?
I did not have
I
sexual
will explain
relations
that
with
in
that
due
floorboard.
Please answer my question first.
Now that's what I call morning wood.
Oh shit.
Wait a minute. Maybe...
Did you figure it out?
Well, only the person who sawed the floorboard would know where it was, and I guess... Well, we haven't connected Kyo to sawing the floor, so that's the one thing. But... smell, hearing, and sixth sense.
That's it! The culprit used touch. They didn't see, they felt.
I wonder if there is some sort of porn parody called Good Mythical Morning Wood.
That way they could get around in the dark, like how I got to the
I'm surprised they haven't made anything like that. I mean, I know they're
Wasn't
cleaner than
Seesaw
that,
in
but you know.
middle of room?
Well, they're also
Goto
married,
doesn't
not
think
to
it
each
was
other.
near wall.
So they probably used something besides
Tristan, I don't
the
think
wall
Tess
to
is gonna
move
get
them,
that.
right?
Call it a hunch.
Explain.
It's a Beatles song.
Oh.
Were there any
I
other markers
appreciated
within
it though,
reach?
don't worry.
No.
Of course, the answer to that is there was nothing of the sort.
But there was the magic sauce. Oh, we're doing another one of these. Sure, fine. But yeah, definitely... It was magic.
Magic.
Whoa.
Magic. Woo. Every day as I am casting magic. Whoa. I really thought that singing very slowly and monotonously would stop me from having to pause to think about lyrics.
Is that an R? That's a K. Where's where R? That was the Russian letter yeah, but whatever. See,
Oh no, they're all gonna crash into each other, Tess. You're gonna lose so much health. Ah! Sorry,
Yeah,
look out, they're gonna crash!
Ah! The previous game's thing was garbage. This is better.
Tess, what am I gonna do with you?
That's it.
Oh, well.
The magic circle.
Oh.
They used the magic circle. Remember? The magic circle was drawn with salt.
The magic sauce was drawn
that
with
was-
sauce.
That was a weird iPhone. Since they had the magic circle in both the first and second line, like, show up at the same time with that weird, like, whoosh effect, like, my eyes started crisscrossing. That was nuts.
To get to the loose
Never again, please. It's magic.
Heather, the gauntlet has been thrown.
But
Keep dropping
I
the fucking
haven't
keyboard.
seen the movie yet. Tess, I don't feel so good.
I get that reference and I shouldn't.
Yeah, no, neither should I. Who the hell thinks that it's a good idea to
Interesting
spoil?
thought.
Whatever.
It is unfortunate that it is so wrong.
My first encounter. First of all, hang on. It looks like Tsumugi's kind of just eating the class trial words. Tsumugi, stop eating the trial.
Fine.
But the other thing is, my first encounter with the I don't feel so good meme is the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog one. So, there you go.
Recall the document. What did the magic circle look like?
Oh, why? Because I did the same
Based on the
fucking thing.
document, the magic
Tess.
circle wouldn't reach the corners of the room.
Oh, I see. There is a discrepancy between the book and what he drew because there were the lines going into the corners.
So what?
I see it.
When the room was dark,
Overseas.
each of us was in a corner of the room.
I
yes?
see it. I see it now.
The magic circle didn't reach us, so I could not have followed it. Yes?
Also, just for anyone who's following the development news of Not Rodpa, I was talking earlier about I want to put together like lines for, you know how when there's a text box and it's not voice acted but there is still a voice clip to go with it? Well, I would like to think that Tess's voice clip for initiating a rebuttal showdown would be "Wait a fuck" or something to that effect.
But you're talking about the magic circle in the document.
Have we decided anything on mine yet?
Not yet. How's the script coming for the closing argument for chapter 2, by the way?
That
It's
doesn't
not
mean the circle
yet.
you drew was the
I'm
same.
working on it. Like, I'm working on the ability to work on it. There we go.
No, I most definitely do
I've
it
been
exactly
sick,
the same.
alright? I wanna
have
give that my
perfectly
full
memorized.
focus. It just requires me to actually be able to give something my full focus.
Meow.
And fuck, I don't have full focus right now.
Is there any way to check?
Not anymore. The
I
magic
haven't
circle
even
is a
watched
complete
Final
mess
Fantasy
for betrayal.
13 playthroughs in a while. I really have no focus.
Everyone, may I have your attention, please?
Oh?
What a pain. We don't have any way to
Did
check it
Kibo
now.
take a keep photo? Potato?
Excuse me, everyone. May I have your attention, please?
Looks like Kibo has become the Kibay.
Oh.
Well, I guess there's no point in discussing the
Come
magic
to
circle
daddy.
anymore.
This delicious Jesus. Oh.
Hey, may I have your
Dragon
attention?
milk pancakes.
No, that's just hot!
It's too
I-
bright.
I was telling Tristan about that earlier as well, so we couldn't find it. We looked, we couldn't find it.
I apologize.
Please,
I just
please
wanted
tell me you
everyone to
found
listen
Dragon
to me.
Milk, the alcohol that I found.
No.
What?
I have myuu add
Okay,
another
I'll send
function
that
to
to
my
you later
guard,
if I can
in
find it
addition
again.
to the flashlight.
Meow.
What the? No way! Did you really? Stop! You can't! I didn't install it for that purpose!
Please, let me use it. With it, I might be able to save
Is
everyone.
it going to be a peen ween?
All right, so
Dick camera?
what is this function?
It's an image recording function.
Camera wang.
Image recording?
Specifically, this function
Oh.
allows me to dispense a printout of
Oh.
my memory.
Please tell me it doesn't come out of the anus.
I'll give it a try. Ready?
Oh no. Oh good. That was adorable. And a lot better than I expected.
From your mouth?
I also use magic.
I just watched the replay of it in on the Twitch dashboard behind as well. That's so cute.
Oh, that
Is
was
my memory being kicked out
amazing.
of the seance.
I was so expecting it to like pan down and he just shit the image out, so I'm so glad that's not what happened.
Please confirm that the floor
No,
of the
clearly if
empty
it was
room
gonna
is
come from
clearly
anywhere,
visible.
it comes from his crotch, not his ass.
Go on, take the picture and see for yourself.
Polaroid!
Okay, got it.
That does remind me of the beef that I have with that song about,
Are we just gonna brush over the fact that you just called hemorrhoids Polaroids? Tess.
Well, Shuichi,
Go on.
do you notice
Sorry.
anything?
yeah, that song about, oh, I wish I was a punk rocker with flowers in my hair. You do realize she's conflating hippies and punk rockers, because if in 1977 or 1969 you were a punk rocker with flowers in your hair, the other punk rockers would beat the shit out of you for having flowers in your hair. So,
Yeah.
I hate that song for that reason. Like, it's all...
What if it's not a clarifying statement? What if it's like an exceptional statement, you know? I would like to be a punk rocker who could have flowers in my hair.
The line.
There!
I mean,
What?
maybe, but...
This helped a lot, Kibo. Without you.
Hang on, I need to approve this. Just Automod held a message for reason sexual. Allow to post it to the chat.
I never would have seen through
And Ozzy
Kiyo's
approved it
lie.
before I could, but still.
My lie.
Yes, your lie.
You just said that you drew the magic circle exactly as it appears in the document. But that's a lie, isn't it?
Well, that was bullshit.
The magic circle at the scene had lines that stretched to the room's corners, which means that you
Preparation
couldn't
P.
find the floorboard from anywhere in
Your
the
P.
room.
Sad face. Your P. I'm never gonna get over that.
So it was different from the document after all.
It was different from the dick.
All because Himiko noticed. And
Eek!
because of Kido, too.
Have you seen that that video where it's like
Where's
that
my things?
guitar
I'm the
riff
one
and
who
then just
installed
a
that
monosyllabic
function in the
noise, and
keyboard.
one of them is the dick logo, but it's like dick.
Yeah, what was it you were saying about its purpose?
Oh, to be honest, the purpose
No,
of
I
that image
haven't,
recording
but that sounds
function is
amazing.
to monitor my health. Specifically,
Oh.
Kibo used that function every day to analyze my turds.
Oh.
Your what? Why? Shit is a great indicator of intestinal health. And
Oh,
gut
this is what you
bacteria
meant by
quality.
like trying to something unpleasant.
Plus,
Of course they're
taking a
gonna do
satisfying shit does wonders for a woman's natural beauty, so...
What the fuck? What?
See? You're all grossed out! This is why I didn't want to tell you
Yeah,
about
alright,
my
Mia's gone to a weird place now. Still not hating her though.
No one cares.
Oh, shot down by Himiko.
Kyo, you killed Tenko, didn't you? Just give up.
No
and
one
admit it
cares.
already.
What's your poo telling you? That you need to wipe ass. Wipe your asses and wait. Poop. You're listening to poop?
Just shit down and wipe your
Any
ass.
objections?
Yeah, I
You
like
can...
it.
Your deductions are fiction.
Your deductions are fiction. What a good line. Not as good as Sonya in the previous game with bow down.
Since you've given me the option, I will most certainly object. To be honest, it's unimportant, but it may be an amusing diversion.
Oh. Wait. I can't visualize. Huh. Yes. Just
Now I shall bear
permaban
witness
meal.
to your abilities, Shuichi. Do entertain me.
The only time he could have put the thing in place was when he was applying the sheet. Because one sheet does do plenty after all, holy shit. Well, it is an option, so that's what I'm going with.
If you are going to claim I
One
am the
shit,
culprit,
two sheep.
then what of the murder weapon? It was set up in the cage. The only people capable of that
Good animations here.
are Kokichi and Shuichi, who carried the cage.
But it wasn't in the
Suspicion
cage.
should fall on them.
It was next, it was like propped above the cage, which could have been put in place when you were putting the sheet on it.
True, we could have placed the sickle there, but we could not have removed it later.
Because it was very
Because we
particular
weren't the ones
about
who
who
looked at
put
the
what on
cage.
and in what order,
That
so
was Himiko.
yeah. Advantage! Hit just on the left
The
wall
only
there.
person who could have collected the sickle was Himiko. But the only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor did I lift it. I had no opportunity to touch the sickle. So simply put, I am not the killer.
I did not mean to slice. I was trying to slice the previous one. There's only one gap and it fits perfectly, so...
But the only people who could have...
I'm glad there isn't a limit to how many slices I can slice in this game. Because there was in the previous one.
I did not carry the cage, nor I had no...
Slicey, slicey.
Slicety slice, dicey dice, stabbity stab, stab, stab!
Onion, onion, panty, panty.
Panty, panty.
The only
Come
person
to daddy.
who set up the sickle
Gone to daddy in his panties.
is Kyo.
With his cheese and omelet.
Oh.
That was done by covering the cage with a white cloth. You could have secretly placed the sickle when you draped the
I can't
cloth.
visualize how that would work, but sure.
And retrieved it afterward when you removed the cloth. Then, while everyone was distracted, you discreetly dropped the sickle under the floor.
Wonderful!
I hate it when they interrupt.
Wonderful! That's exactly correct.
I love that that's a thing I can do, because he interrupted as I was clicking.
It's correct? Then why don't you give up already?
Because we can't connect it to Angie's murder, and Angie's the one that counts here.
The trick I put so much work into is just wasted effort now. Alas.
So, it was you? You killed Tenko?
Let me guess. You'll never forgive me. Himiko, you must hate me so very much. Maybe you'd feel better if I was executed by Monokuma. But unfortunately for you, that won't
Stop
happen.
trying to be a Gundam character.
Because if you vote for me, every spotless, including myself, will die.
What you talking about, Kyo?
Mew, why are you coming over all Teru Hanamura? Terra Swifter!
Still don't understand? I killed Tenko, that is the truth. But it is meaningless in this class trial.
Meaningless?
You mean Monokuma's extra rule, right?
Yas, Queen. I hate how this goes against the rules set out in my Danganronpa. This is not my Danganronpa!
I killed Tenko.
Now, to be entirely fair, Monokuma could always just change the rules on a whim. Hell, for all we know, in case 4, he's gonna say, actually, that was a stupid rule! Now
For us,
everyone's blackened!
Tenko's death is
and-
not a trivial issue. Because the blackened in
Yeah,
this
thank you.
trial is the
yeah.
culprit who killed Angie.
Trivial issue? No, that's gotta be a lie. You probably killed Angie too.
That is simply not possible. Recall that I was unable to enter Angie's lab.
Oh, only student council members and Kokichi could enter research lab.
That's a good point, but thinking about it, now that we've cleared up Tenko's situation, with Angie, she would have had the door locked the whole time, and I don't think Kokichi would have bothered unpicking the lock just to go in and kill her just to get caught, because whatever. So that means that the only opportunity someone would have to kill Angie was if she left her room at any point. But the only connection I can think to make is if she left for some reason and witnessed Korekio setting up the other murder, then he would have to kill her in the same, for the same reason that Hiyoko died in the previous game. But I don't like that.
How could I have possibly killed Angie?
Because she was
when
in
I
there the whole
couldn't
time
even
making the
enter
wax
her lab?
effigies.
We can figure that out. No one else could have done it besides you. If you're the one who killed Tenko, you gotta be the one who killed Angie.
I understand how you feel, Himiko, but maybe we can discuss this rationally.
I'm plus for that matter, now that I'm unpacking it in my head. She'd have no reason to even go to the rooms anyway, so... Oh wait, no shit.
There is a non-zero possibility that Kyo is telling the truth.
Because she'd need a fire source to burn the Necronomicon, because that was part of the... Like, you have to burn the book in order to make the ceremony happen, so... I guess maybe she went to get, like, a candle or something? This still feels really far-fetched,
So
because
you
she could have just
understand how
gone
she
to the warehouse to get matches,
see.
so...
Wait, robots can understand human feelings?
I don't know, I don't like it.
Of course I understand. I worked really hard to understand.
Hey, why are you getting all worked up, Kibo? Chill, dude.
That's enough! It's
Oh, Kibo, I relate to you so much. This hurts.
Meow.
Voting for me will only help the one who murdered Angie.
Isn't Kyo culprit?
Of course I'm not. This case was an error on my part. Monokuma added that rule after both bodies were found, yes? How was I to know that the trial would only be for Angie's killer? Had I known, I certainly wouldn't have killed Tenko.
You're lying! You killed Tenko and Angie!
Well, I like that this is a different dimension to a double murder, whether it's one culprit or two.
Now hold on.
One lump or two.
Here is dangerous.
Sugar, sugar, do. Oh, murder.
We should talk it out more. This case might have juicy plot twists waiting to happen.
Juicy.
Nuts to that. Any way you look at this case, Kyo is obviously the culprit.
Yeah.
At the very least,
sort of know
regardless
where
of
to
the
look at
outcome, Tess, you are correct. Your predictions haven't failed yet.
No.
Rekio is
Too
a
dangerous
killer.
to vote before we arrive at a logical decision.
Culprit's one of you.
Ooh.
Wowee! This argument is getting intense.
Are we going to have a splitty time?
This
Ooh.
Yay!
to present its very own Morphin.
I'm still not sure how I feel about this. It's a straight up button masher. Like,
Not entirely. Like the first half is.
Waiting for this.
I don't know.
The main body of it isn't.
On principle, I actually really like the lying thing because we've technically been doing that since Kyoko in the first game, so I'm okay with like making that like a straight up function. Obviously, the agreeing thing from the second game is really nice. What issues me is that like for all these actual representations of debate, this one finishes off with a whoever can yell the loudest is right.
That's only how it ends, though.
Yeah, but like that's.
I did discover in the previous trial that if you fail the button mash, just button mash again and it's fine. So it does seem very inconsequential, but still, it adds a bit of clout to it. Anyway. Split onion. Vote for ketchup? Vote now! Don't vote yet. We have the dead people on our side, so there's that.
Kyo killed Tenko.
Kibo, we don't know for certain that Kyo
Actually,
killed
shit. Yeah,
Angie.
that's it. Wow.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and
I got this! But he couldn't get into Angie's research lab.
The katana was found in Kyo's lab.
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab.
I'm enjoying this.
So Kyo did kill Tenko, but
Kokichi. Perhaps there's a second Blackened we need to find.
He was planning to use the new rule to protect himself.
Kyo! Not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
I need to remember where the WASD keys are.
I got this! Not
So you
yet.
don't even get to
There's
talk.
still another mystery to solve.
Just, you don't even get. I'm gonna rebut your point before you even make it. There we go. I remembered this time. That is that's the weakest full counter so far because there's just a small handful of us, and yet we shouted louder than the majority because we had the dead people on our side.
He solved Angie's murder.
The whales of
Still the mystery of
the whales of the lost spirits. There we go. No, cows.
Mystery? What kind
Whales.
of mystery?
Well,
Just ask Dory.
Kyo's confession derailed our conversation a bit. But we still have to go over one of the clues found at Tenko's crime scene. I believe it might even have something to do with Angie's murder.
This is actually something that was concerning, and I want to actually check the truth bullets just to confirm why does the pause menu have a loading screen. But yeah, this is what I was thinking of before. Because there's blood under the floor that's nowhere near Tenko, and it was dried, so that's what I thought might connect the two before. But I'm still not connecting all the dots here. There you go.
This is it!
Oh, wow. I just rubbed my nose and I have this massive
The
streak of blood on my
found
hand
under
now.
the
Good.
floor.
Yeah.
Maki and I found it during the investigation.
All the way up my thumb, wow.
I didn't realize you found me that hot.
It's from the outside of my
It was
nose, ever.
beneath the floorboard that the culprit stomped on.
Okay, that's even more concerning.
is that Tenko's blood?
That bloodstain was too far from Tenko's corpse to have been hers.
Also, the bloodstain was already dry when we
Yeah,
found
that
it.
is a lot of blood, wow. I went in for a second wipe and there was just as much as the first time.
But
Good
the blood
times.
from Tanko's body
It's because I
hadn't
have like
even
some
begun
sort
to
of
dry yet.
pustule on the side of my nose at the moment, and like it's been going down, but at the moment it's been bleeding on and off. So there's nothing to worry about.
We hope you enjoy this graphic imagery in the middle of Tessellating Hexagon stream. We will now continue to your regularly scheduled program of
Thank you.
It happened before the seance,
That's it.
and the air couldn't have been dry. Just look at the only other option I saw,
Bloodstain wasn't from
because
Tanko's
the wood had
murder.
rotted. It had rot.
It was there.
Tess, you
before
could
the
read
start
way
of the
too
seance.
fucking fast. I don't know how the hell you can do this.
And apparently I could read from like an abnormally young age, so there you go.
Or the seance?
I mean, that's fine. I could too, I was just really shit at it.
His engine's good.
Actually, I was always far worse at spelling
bloodstain
and writing.
wasn't Tanko's.
Mainly because
It
I
was
wrote so
Angie's.
slowly that, like, I never had time to reinforce shit because I never wrote it enough.
See, I think faster than I can speak and faster than I can write, so I have very, like, speedy handwriting, and that's why I talk so quickly.
Yeah, wasn't
I'm
Angie
jealous.
killed in her research
I
lab?
am way too slow because I construct all of my thoughts before putting pen to paper.
And that's
or
why you do
pencil.
post-commentary and I do live commentary.
Exactly.
So explain
Wow.
how we're commentating this!
Oh shit,
You see?
son!
I'm
You're
being
carrying
ultimate
on
clairvoyant. I'm foreseeing all of Heather's reactions to my live commentary and playing it from the future. Fuck.
And that opens up a
Yeah,
lot
exactly.
more
Well, no, that would mean that
possibilities.
you're doing post-com by doing it from the past.
Pre-com.
Fuck!
Either way, I'm foreseeing the future.
Only council members could
Oh no,
since her body
Tess!
was
I'm
in
all
her lab.
covered in your pre-com. Oh, that was dirty.
But if she died somewhere else,
I'm gonna
then
pre,
we
dude.
can't suspect just the
I'm gonna
council
fucking pre.
That's the heartiest mew I've ever mewed.
Waited for her to come out of it?
I'm not sure if the culprit waited for her, but they probably killed her when she came out. Well, I thought that was more likely from the start. So I went to places Angie might have gone and checked all 3 empty rooms.
Why are you worried about me? You're the one who... Heather's the one who's going on about being covered in my...
Places she might have gone?
Well, which one of us said pre-com first? Huh? Look, Tess, just because you open up all of
The empty
my
rooms were the only
gates
places I
doesn't
could think of
mean
that
it's
Angie would
my
go.
fault for using them. I've been coerced.
Angie has business.
Commersed. There we go.
Pre-commerced.
Pre-commerce.
Being killed when she came out. Poor little lesbian.
Oh,
It seems Kokichi's up to his usual misleading nonsense again.
people die when they are killed.
I do like how...
lie a lot. And I could be lying right now, too.
I do like how, Korekio is still being, like, he's contributing to the trial just like he always does, even though he's very much on the ropes.
But I'm pretty sure someone's panicking right now.
It's just a
because
nice
of my
case
lie.
of not breaking character.
Good for him. Because, like, at this point in the previous game, Mikan had completely melted down. Still bleeding, by the way. Not as much, though.
Tess! Grab a fucking shirt or something.
Nah, I'll be fine. Just cut back to the Lisbon lampshade and it'll just be, like, just the whole room is
research
blood.
lab.
Tessellating
Is not
Hexagons
where
died
Angie was
around
killed.
that day. Still shouting
She
meow
was killed in
at
the empty
you
room instead.
his gameplay session.
She left her lab on her own?
I feel like this is building up to
Horrible
what
transfer
Why would she go into an
witnessed
empty
by
room?
one cow and a bunch
There
of
should
stream
have been
chat
anything
people
in there.
fight.
Except for candles.
And Steven!
And Steven! V agree!
I agree.
Vagina consent. I was right and I hate it. She did want to burn the book.
Angie
I mean, that was part of the
room to
ritual,
get
but
candles.
as I said, why didn't she just go to the fucking warehouse?
Yeah, for taking wax play.
Maybe
Jesus,
she was
Mia.
afraid to light matches.
Korekio even said there were matches in the warehouse. Why would she go and get a... I guess because it was near, but that's kind of dumb.
No. Angie was going to use it for the ritual. According to the Necronomicon, to resurrect the dead.
Okay, I think the bleeding stopped now. But because we still have the
Did you see
Necronomicon,
that
she didn't burn it
candle so she
because
could
she
burn
died.
the book?
That's right. There's nothing to start a fire with in Angie's lab.
Unless you rub two of her sculptures together really fast. Oh yes, Rob my sculpture. Oh.
So she went to go get a candle from one of the empty rooms.
That's not even getting a candle. That's just going, oh, that is a very nice wall fixture. Praise be to Atua.
And that's when the culprit attacked her.
That's why.
Them shoulder muscles, though. Sculpture frottage.
Angie was
Yes.
attacked in the same room the seance was held. Bravo, Himiko.
Interesting
Well
that
done
he's
for
not
choosing
like
that
black
for
with
the
red eyes or dark blue with red eyes in the like live images. It's very fascinating.
Red's got us all figured out.
If we hadn't done the seance in that room, then Tenko's murder would have been in another room.
I
If
mean,
that happened,
I kind
no
of
one
knew
would
that.
have
I was just
discovered
trying to
Angie's
help him save
bloodstain under
face.
the floorboards.
That's right. Shuichi and I.
I wonder if someone's gonna do like a master compilation of every time I mew in literally everything I've ever been in. They'll be
I
sitting at the
should
editing
hope
desk
so.
for a while.
I don't have that kind of
Thanks to
time right
Himiko for
now,
choosing
but I
the
would
same room as
otherwise.
Angie.
Well, I would just prefer to have someone make a YouTube poop out of my Patreon videos, but I'll take what I can get.
This must be a
You know, the
tool's
Republic
whip.
of Sus Maria.
Or maybe the power
Oh, baby,
Exactly.
you can sus my rear any day of the week.
I just...
Hold on. You're all acting as though you've proven that as fact already. You claim Angie was murdered in the empty room, and then moved to the lab?
Oh.
And how do you
Okay.
explain the
That's the
large
thing
amount
that's
of
happening,
blood in the
apparently.
lab? It may be possible to carry a body, but blood cannot be moved.
I mean, it's a stretch, but what if the tape was to just tape her fatal wound shut? That would be so fucking stupid, but it would fit the situation.
She was still alive.
Tess,
after
don't
the
you
attack
dare
in the
make this
empty
any
room.
more ridiculous than it already is.
And we do have tape with a lot of her hair on it.
She was killed after she was carried to her lab.
Wait, hang on. That was an early bit of evidence. So, oh wait, no, because the forehead injury.
This is it.
Because that's actually proof of an
The wound
attack.
was a cut to the back of her neck from a katana. But she also showed signs of blunt force trauma, and I think I know why. After Angie was knocked unconscious in the empty room, she was killed in her lab.
I see. So that puddle of blood is from the killing blow. Ha! It's all clear now. Angie was attacked in the empty room, carried to her lab, and it was there that the culprit finished her off.
I don't even. I'm just looking at the chat again. Like, where would one even begin shipping a lion with a cow? Would it? I don't even want to think about it.
I mean, cows and lions are both mammals, so at least we don't have any weird echidna dicks to worry about. We both have long tongues, relatively similar in size.
Meow.
The only thing that would concern me at all, and to be fair, I've never actually watched a bull have sex with a cow, so I actually don't know where a cow's vagina is.
Meow. Also,
I can imagine.
Grekio's shitting himself, by the way. Just look at that face.
What are you?
Yeah, he can see
All
it.
clear?
He's just very
What
focused on the
you
task at hand, or at the other.
Someone's pulled his ass cord.
What are... I will not fear. I
Who
will
the
not
fuck are
back
you?
Oh?
Sweet Korekio, call me.
What?
I need to take a moment here.
Happy. Very, very happy.
Did I not say he was hiding something under that mask?
Their words are all hot.
Oh boy, this is like
There's no
everything
need
that
to
I
hide
wished they included in 2 from 1, like rolled into one character.
I think you'll like what's going on with his voice now as well.
I say I can't even listen right now.
Teach
This is
these
sad.
ignorant children a lesson.
Very happy about this though.
Because like it's definitely the same voice actor, but like it's kind of like the difference between Austin and Heather, if I had to put it into
I mean,
words.
I was going to assume something to that effect, so good. I'm very happy about this. I'm very, very happy about this.
What the hell are you mumbling about?
Suddenly, Korakio's a very interesting character for me.
And Mew's just talking about willies over there.
Yeah.
Not yet.
I mean, really, that's
Nothing
not
is clear at all.
that's not anything different. So like,
It's full of doubts, of mysteries, of a dense, impenetrable fog!
I just like how I just wanted to look around. I just panned to Mew, and she's just there, like, bitch, what? And Tsubugi's just there, like, this is fine. Oh, good, we get to have a fighty foo. But yeah, there was. I'm assuming it's gonna come up. The tape kind of proves shit.
Angie was attacked in the empty room first, and then carried into the research lab? Impossible! Impossible! That's nothing but a delusion! You intend to poison our mind with your delusions?
The idea of like going around the circle like that.
Angie's two external wounds tell the
I
story.
really like this.
Brilliant typography, I love.
After she was struck in the empty room, she was carried to the art research lab and then killed.
You say the culprit carried Angie's body and not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no bloodstains. Even if you wiped them down later, there'd still be traces of evidence left behind.
So good.
But there was no evidence.
Tess, I think I found my favorite Digga Bigga Bit game. Up to 3, 4, I guess.
Vagina!
It's weird though, because like this feels
There was
very
evidence
much
left
in the
at
same
the scene.
vein as something like
The bloody
Futura,
tape under
yeah, as
Angie's
far as
body.
tone goes, but like willing to take risks in ways that I'm very grateful for.
It was wrapped around her head.
I
stop
was
the
referring to
bleeding while
alter
she
ego
was
with a
being
capital
carried.
A and a capital E. You zip up your vagina, even if your vagina
Yeah,
is on the
that's-
inside.
That's still not yeah, because I don't think you even brought up. No, wait, didn't you bring up something about how we might get another Genocide Jill somewhere in this game?
I mean, I don't actually remember what I said. You're the one who's supposed to be keeping notes.
It was under the
Oh
body.
shit, that's right, but I
It's
lost
most
my
likely
notebook
evidence the
because I'm
culprit
an
should
incredibly
have been.
disorganized mill.
Ultimate clairvoyant.
But since it was hidden, the culprit didn't notice and failed to dispose of it.
But that would imply they didn't notice evidence they themselves planted, which is kind of dumb.
Must have fallen as the
I do like how
was
no
dead
one's
and
particularly
ended up under her
responded
body.
to this little split meltdown thing going on.
And it could just be a coping mechanism. Delusions of... Wait, we actually did have free time events where he was talking about his sister, so this is kind of creepy now.
Ooh.
What?
There was no incest involved,
How
was
long
there?
are you going to
'Cause,
keep that up?
I mean, I don't
incest
know
with
at this
yourself
point.
is kind of
I wouldn't put anything past Correcchio by this stage of things.
Now we know most of the mystery behind Angie's murder.
I'm convinced there's only one person who could have killed Angie.
And as I said from, like, the prologue... you!
It has to be you.
Soldier boy.
It's you, Kyo. You killed Angie.
Good noise. Brilliant noise. Love that noise.
What the fuck? So it's true.
Well, that was obvious. Such a boring.
Now the question becomes, why go after Tenko
Killed
afterwards?
both of them.
It's probably going to be some sort of dumb motive, like it's... And, like, there was some reason that had nothing to do with the killing game, just because...
Why
That's
did
the only
you
way that
kill
makes
them?
sense. Because if he killed Angie whilst setting up the murder for Tenko, he wouldn't have any reason to go through with Tenko's murder whilst it was set up. So why still go through with it? I suppose maybe just in for a penny, in for a pound, let's go out with a bang.
In terms of pure logic,
Or
only one victim was
since
necessary to win.
he had already finished setting up Tenko's?
Why?
Maybe-
Why you
Because,
killed
like,
them
if it's
both?
already set up, then it's very clear that the motive for killing Angie would be to make her shut up about something.
I
And
think one of the murders
it's
was an
also
accident.
very clear that he would have something
An
to
accident?
hide if he had to then unset
That's
up
right.
a murder plan.
It wasn't part of the plan.
Huh? Which one?
Well, given how much thought went into Tenko's murder, it's fairly obvious that Angie was not meant to die, but she died anyway. Atua was not with her.
Angie's murder was an accident.
Either that, or there were 3 people who were killed.
What? Tango wasn't accident?
That's right. Kyo originally planned to kill someone with a seesaw trick.
seers.
But while he was making preparations in the empty room, Angie walked in.
And you were right about this too, Tess. I
Praise
can't
be to
believe it.
Atua.
Keep her from talking. She just
happened to walk in on the culprit setting up and was killed.
Murderer!
Then, you should have just stopped there.
The Eye of Mordor.
There was no reason for him to kill Tenko.
Unexpected item in the backing area.
The
piping area.
Killing 2 is pointless.
Oh boy.
If you get bonus points for killing more, then sure.
There ain't nothing unexpected in the bagpiping area.
Why,
You
Kyo?
expect everything
Why
there.
you kill 2 of our friends?
Neb. It's French for poop.
Did you know that when I was younger, like to this day, my mom and I still share this code. When I was younger, I used to get the words merde and mercredi mixed up.
Oh.
So for the longest time, my mother and I would say, I need to go take a massive Wednesday.
Oh, so you didn't just remember it as it's the shittest day of the week. Because everyone knows that if you're having a bad day in France, that's a tragedy.
So,
Shit, that's good.
At me like I am.
Anyway, the other one is that I used to sort of dyslexia room and moron as words. So to this day, if we're ever going to insult someone, we call them a room.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Calm yourself, Korekio.
That was well timed. Sister Princess is back.
Hello.
Yes. You must.
I do like the fact that she's talking specifically to Korekio, as opposed to anyone else.
It's weird how you happen to talk every time she has a voice line. That sounded like salty. That's not the intention. Just weird coincidence.
You mustn't lose.
I'm just good like that, I guess.
You mustn't become flustered. You mustn't waver. Look at their horrid faces. This sorry lot is not worth acting.
Also, a really intelligent way to handle the dual personality of this game. I also appreciate the fact that this was something that I just mentioned this stream as like a cool thing that they're doing, but I thought they already did it last chapter, and this is far better than anything I could have imagined they would have done. So,
Are we going to need to do an argument armament against, like which personality are we going to be fighting here? Because you can't have a trial without an argument armament at this point.
Someone? He's just talking to himself.
maybe instead of stripping off all of his clothes, we'll slowly reveal her underneath.
So we'd be 3 for 3 with the male fan service strip. Make like Liam Payne and Quavo and strip that down for me.
Oh, that's right. All of the murderers are female. That's very weird.
This is a trivial matter.
I like it though, but whatever.
And all of their names begin with K so far.
Oh shit.
And technically, I did predict Gonta, but that works in Japanese because Go is just Ko but with Nigori, so it's still a K word.
Oh, fuck.
There is no evidence.
Maybe that's what the V3 represents!
And also, I indicted Kaito and he also begins with a K.
No, I will not acknowledge it.
Gunta
I will only acknowledge
Oh,
facts,
that's why they called him Gunta instead. Okay.
mystery. I won't acknowledge your deductions or guesses.
Well said.
Good job, Korekio. Yes, thanks.
Creeps me the fuck out!
You're wrong. There is evidence.
What? You do realize bluffs like that?
How the hell did Korekio go from being probably my least favorite member of this class to now my favorite? Ah, this is gonna be fun.
It's the lipstick. Maybe it's Maybelline.
In the empty room.
I believe it.
But yeah, Red's entirely right. Just the mask just doing the fucking Macarena.
That weapon tells us the whole story, Kyo.
That's not possible. I think you may have misunderstood. Apologize. Come on, apologize. 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 Apologize.
No. Did I
Come
not
on,
say?
apologize.
Did I not say you can't spell anthropology without misspelling apology?
Apologize.
Fuck.
Apologize. Apologize. Apologize.
Fuck.
Apologize. Apologize.
Tess.
Seriously, what the hell's happening?
Although that does render several questions. How the hell does any of this have to do with, like...
I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong.
Oh, boy.
Yes, I'm not the culprit. So I have nothing to confess.
Oh, I get it. Oh, that's
I have
cool.
nothing to admit. You are
It's a good
simply
choice
wrong.
on the picture. This might actually be the first time I'm really glad there's a still image
So I
instead
have
of like
nothing to confess.
a constantly evolving character portrait.
Oh.
Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic. That's merely a delusion. Well said, Correcchio. To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic. That's merely a delusion. Well said, Correcchio. To continue this debate is meaningless.
I'm focusing hardcore here.
I am not the culprit.
I noticed.
So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. Apologize. Apologize.
Apologize.
I told you
This
I
is
am
mad.
not the culprit.
This is
Why are
amazing.
you looking at me like that? You're all wrong.
I'm very
not
much
me.
a fan of this.
Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. Apologize. Apologize.
Also, this suggests quite a deal of like passing on the responsibility or something like that. I don't know. Very
hold
cool.
on.
You have no
Remove
proof that Correcchio is
floorboard.
vanilla. It ends here.
Boom. Sterilize. Well, that's kind of androgynous. I'm sure you could get something out of that, Heather.
Keo hit Angie with the same floorboard used in the seesaw trick.
Very happy with this. Very, very happy with this. This is such a cool thing for them to do. It's like they're making up for lost considerations in the past two games. Did I mention this is now like my favorite Digga Bagga game?
Angie's blood? Blood that
Deadly
spattered
rhombus.
there when the culprit
There we
struck
go.
Angie with the
Oh
board.
shit.
But that's not
Although,
the
wouldn't that be
only
the fourth
evidence that
game?
She was hit with that floorboard.
4 sides, lots of killing.
There's also the
A
blood
triangle
stain under
has
the
4
floor to
sides.
consider. For that to be there, the floorboard must not
left,
have been in
right,
place
and
at the
out.
time of the attack.
Good point. Had the floorboard been
Especially if
in
you
place,
twist one of the
her
sides
blood
so it's like a
wouldn't have
Mobius strip
splattered
but
beneath.
triangular, therefore it has the left, the right, the bottom, and the outside, which is also the inside, but it's all one side.
That would be the only way to make it work,
Keo's
you're right.
earlier
The Mobius
confession
triangle.
is further evidence that the
Try
floorboard
dinging
was
it, you won't
used.
get much sound out of it. Because it's made of paper. This paper is made from wood, trees, and crap, pathetic materials.
Made of wood.
Soils.
Here's the rabbit.
If the weapon used to hit Angie is the floorboard from the seesaw trick,
It means the culprit knew about the seesaw.
The
so
seas.
the same person killed Tenko and Angie.
Oh. Or 5, depending on the pyramid. That was a beautiful scream. I still prefer Kirumi's, but that was impressive. Wood.
I believe that while Keo was setting up the seesaw, he was holding the board when Angie walked in.
And he cold-cocked her with a floorboard.
Cold cock. Never heard that phrase before. We all scream for a nice scream.
all you can do now is accept it. You even confessed it.
See, I
was
feel like
never
cold
already.
cocked is like some weird perversion down the line from clocked, which is also some perversion down the line from clean his clocked. I just find that all very fascinating. Etymology's weird.
Imagine that ultimate etymologist. How would they be executed? Just throw the dictionary, throw the book at them.
Literally throw the
Looks
book
like
at
we're
them.
almost at the end. All right, Shuichi, I'll leave the finale to you. Bring
Like,
down
it'll
the
literally
house.
just be Leon's execution, but all that you're doing is throwing books at me. Or, better yet, Kaede just smacks all the books from the library and they all fall on me and crush me to death. I'd be down with that.
I understand. I'll go over everything one more time.
Is it manga time? I think it's manga time.
I want you to confess.
Manga time,
No,
manga
I will
time,
force
manga
you to
time,
confess.
manga time, manga time.
Now let's see if I can not fuck this one up.
How did you cope when you were younger, seeing a different voice for mailbox than postbox? Because you had both, right?
I don't remember.
Also, really not fond of Postbox's voice actor. Just gonna throw that out there and heavily upset anyone who, prefers the Kevin rounds. I really like Kevin, just not anyone else. I love accents, it's weird.
Okay, Ozzy. There's a lot of these I can't use yet. Oh,
Stuck tape.
this one's so restrictive.
Stuck tape, woo!
That was no Kichu, can't do that yet. Don't know why we need to specify that, but sure. Stoned! Set up on the iron cage, that was the penis pump. Everyone's like, go ahead to Ozzy. He's leaving.
I will say, there's nothing creepier than upside down wax statues hanging.
Especially
One
because,
of which has a sword through her.
like, hang on. Where does this one go? There, I guess. Nope, that was wrong. There we go. Okay, we got a load of new evidence to use. This one's like... Okay, hold on. I know where this one goes, because we saw it already. I do like this new system for, like, doing the... Like, it's sufficiently different from the previous two. Because the first game had its own style, the second game was a bit different, and this is different again. Like, you wouldn't expect it to change all that much, and yet they've managed it. This should be interesting to watch back, complete with my voiceover for the onomatopoeia. Oh, Kaede. I will die twice in the words of the Gundam from the glitch section. Wait, which one is the yeet? Yeah, this is the yeet. And then the only remaining Speasel is... Soup!
This is the truth of the case.
Act 1, in a suspicious place. Thump! Or Pmoot if you read it backwards.
The first murder. It was late last night.
This game is good.
In the empty room on the 4th floor. The culprit was preparing the seance murder they had planned.
And tune music.
To use the floorboard as a seesaw, they had to cut the cross.
Oh, it's now the 4th of May. I still haven't finished writing tomorrow's script for the Eurovision show. At least I got started on it, though.
The plan was to make the same preparations for all 3 empty rooms. This would divert suspicion away from the culprit.
You think they're gonna release Star Wars Episode 10, in 3 years from today?
Fuck off for that pun, and... It doesn't even
It's
work
not
in
a
English.
pun, it's a holiday.
It doesn't work in English, and there's no such thing as Pi Day either.
They were planning to cut the cross pieces in all 3 rooms.
I mean, technically, February is the 14th month of the following year.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
However, when
Or
the
possibly,
culprit was working on the middle room, the unexpected happened.
Oh, Angie with your whimsical nonsense. Clack.
Angie walked into that room and saw the culprit making their preparations. She needed some fire for the ritual and had gone to the room for a candle.
Oh,
at that point,
it's you.
The culprit had not finished the setup and was just cutting cross pieces. Angie might not have concluded that it was tied to some kind of murder plan.
But she would have known if Korekyo had gone ahead with the murder,
But
and then she
now
would have been
that
like,
Angie
oh
had
wait,
seen
it was
it,
Korekyo.
The culprit couldn't use the seesaw trick.
Unless she was the... Oh, no, never mind.
Any other
Unless
person
she
might
was
have
set
just
up as the
given
spirit
up,
medium, but then
but
she would have
not
known to
our
expect the
culprit.
thing. So whimsical.
Crack! They took the floorboard they loosened and struck the unsuspecting Angie in the head.
Death. She drip. Oh yeah,
The
drip.
culprit
Or
did not want to give up on
IP.
their plan and had to improvise.
She got bored. Where'd you get the tape from? Why would you have
Wrapped
tape with you to
duct
set
tape
up
around
the
Angie's
seance mode? You
injury
didn't
to
need it.
stop the bleeding.
Duct tape. Whoa.
Taping the scythe to the thingy.
Then they picked up
Maybe.
her unconscious body and carried her to a
Hadn't even thought of
research
that.
lab.
Did I say scythe? I'm sorry, I meant sickle. I
Tap, tap, tap.
I really like scythes, so
Rrrp.
While she was unconscious, the culprit hurried to tie up this loose end.
Flutter. Thump.
But because they were in a hurry, they made a crucial oversight. They didn't notice the duct tape had peeled off and was under Angie's body. Without that evidence, we may never have figured out the culprit's trick.
So that's 3 in a row where it would have been the perfect crime apart from one fatal flaw. Or thereabouts. Like the previous one and this one especially.
and yet they've all been like so ridiculous and
Carrying
roundabout at
needed.
the same
The
time.
culprit returned to the ultimate art lab.
I still haven't gone back and listened to that yet, for the
Locked
record.
front
So
door from inside.
I have no commentary to
Yeah.
provide.
Slash.
And took out the katana they brought from their own lab.
Slash.
He
Thud.
then stabbed Angie in the back of the neck, finally killing her.
She's not bleeding, she's glowing. Glowing with blood.
The
Clatter,
spirit
clatter.
of atonement has wakened,
To
bruh!
confuse us,
Hurt, hurt.
the
Wait, isn't that
culprit
Croatia's
continued
national
the locked
broadcaster?
room mystery.
HRT.
First, they used rope from the warehouse.
Pretty
Oh,
good.
hung
good
4
lord,
effigies
Tristikins.
upside down.
Good
there
noises.
were 2 reasons for this. To overwhelm
Whose money was
the
paid for all the
culprit,
renovations we did.
and the other was the key to locking the room. The
Stop.
culprit stuck the
See,
katana
if you
into
saw
Kaede's effigy
this
near
closing
the rear
argument
entrance.
first, out of context, be like, wow, they are not giving that much credit to the fact that he killed Kaede.
Yeah.
Be a really good, like, spoiler image if you
And
wanted to be a
spun the
dick and
effigy
spoil it
around
for
to
someone.
twist up the rope.
Because they wouldn't realize it was wax. Especially in this art style.
And yet Kaede died, so I mean they're still surprised, but not in the way the game wants them to be.
After enough
fucking
turns,
Tess.
the culprit
Just
let
that there were
go
multiple
and
slams.
headed for the rear door.
Stuck the rear. Spin. Love how dopey her expression is the whole time. Whip. Oh, an upskirt shot, except it's downskirt.
Once released, the effigy began spinning, and the gold leaf katana with it.
That is clever. That was the physics puzzle of this. Click! Of this
The
particular
handle of
mystery,
the
and I
katana
appreciate that.
Then hit the sliding lock, locking the door. A difficult trick, but remember that the lock was so loose it moved at the slightest touch. The culprit
So that's
also
why
would
she
have
had
the
to be
opportunity
stabbed
to
in the
attempt
boot.
it many
I see.
times.
It's clever. Clever
Once
stuff.
complete, the door was locked, but the duct tape was left behind.
So even if Krekio realized he needed the tape, he couldn't go back in and get it anyway.
Perhaps the culprit noticed it, but by that point, it was too late. The room was sealed. There was no way for them to get back inside.
Anti-gravity wax hair, yay. God, this is such a long sequence, just because the tick-tick,
Then,
just because
this
the
morning, we opened up
closing
the
arguments are
room
so
and
much more
discovered
complicated than the
Angie's
first
body.
game. Like, we'd be done by now if we were discussing Chapter 1 of the first game.
Or Chapter 3, or 4 for that matter.
Yeah.
Which I totally
But
know,
the
even though I
culprit
fell asleep
wasn't
for that.
finished.
Yeah.
They wanted
Which was a bit
one
rude.
more murder.
Look, you.
Yeah. God.
I'm eating my
They
iron
manipulated
now.
us
I'm not
into
gonna do that
performing
again.
this seance.
Act 4.
Of the 3 empty rooms, the middle one was chosen for the seance. I was invited by Kokichi to take Kibo's place in the seance.
Oh, that's right. They haven't even killed the actual. Wow.
Tenko volunteered to be the medium.
Nothing. I just
She never
realized
imagined
you're
we would
absolutely
get her
correct
killed.
about how long this is gonna go. I forgot that killing
To
Angie
perform
wasn't
the
the end of
seance,
it.
the culprit claimed they needed something for Tenko.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
A small stone that Himiko had brought from the courtyard. Tenko, at the culprit's request, bowed her head until it was touching the stone. That position was instrumental in making sure the murder went as
And
planned.
this is really good for like it took a lot of manipulation to get this to work. So props to Korekio for making it happen. Clunk.
Next,
Like,
Kokichi and I
he
placed the
actually
iron
pulled
cage
it
over
off,
Tenko
which I'm
in the
really
middle
proud
of
of
the
him for.
magic circle.
Yeah.
The culprit then volunteered to drape the white cloth over the iron cage. We didn't realize it at the time, but that was a deliberate decision by the culprit. They needed to set up the murder weapon that was used to kill Tenko.
I didn't realize the sickle was that small. That explains a lot.
Sickles are very
Covering the
small,
cage with cloth,
sides are
secretly
not,
placed
but
the
they're
sickle.
the same curved blade.
See, that's
idea.
probably where I got hung up. Or alternatively, who-osh.
And I have such a thing for sides, though. They're like
Finally,
impractical
four of us
weapon
placed the
ever,
wooden
and I love
statue
them
on
for that.
top of the cage.
And to
Fuck.
there's a scythe in
culprit used the
Bloodborne,
weight of the
so I
statue
mean,
to
I
keep
really
the murder
have
weapon in
nothing
place.
but the most respect for that game. Especially since you can tear it apart and like use only like the handle as a sickle, so like it's doubly fucking awesome.
Also, I
Everyone
misread.
should play Bloodborne.
I misread Act 5 as achoo.
Oh shit! I can
Random
see it.
fire sneeze. Well, that's a
In
blowjob
complete
face, Kokichi.
darkness, we each stood in one corner and sang the Cage Child song.
That's a good singing face. Here we go. Shuichi, that's just accusing someone of shitting and not flushing the toilet.
When the song finished,
And that's
the soul
Korekio
of the
receiving
dead
a
was
blowjob.
supposed to enter the medium,
But for the very first time in his life.
but our culprit had another plan: to commit a murder in the darkness.
Crazy face.
Right after we started singing, the culprit began making their way toward Tenko. It would have been quite difficult to do in total darkness, but our culprit had a guide. They used the lines
good
of
salt
a
noise.
magic circle drawn with salt. The culprit felt for the salt and used it to guide them along.
Predicting Eurovision. The culprit felt for the salt and used it to guide them.
Oh jeez.
When the
Face.
culprit reached the center of the circle,
Yeet. So, confirmed there was a
they
yeet.
found the floorboard that had its crosspiece cut off the night before.
Stuck near the rear entrance, an
Stomp.
Then lifted up their foot
Yeah.
and stomped down hard on the floorboard.
It made sense in my head, damn it.
The floorboard lifted up
Another
like a
glowing
seesaw
blood.
and pushed Tenko's body up toward the ceiling of the cage. Tenko was stabbed in the back of the neck by the sickle on the top of the
Like, that
cage.
must be a brutal way to go, because like you can't see shit, and you don't think anything's gonna happen, and then that happens, and you have no way of
Killed
perceiving
right
what
before
happened.
our eyes, and we didn't even see
Yeah,
it.
just sudden pain until you're unconscious.
Wild. And salt
After
noises.
committing the crime, the culprit followed the salt back to their corner.
When people rage at you for having the wrong opinion about Eurovision, follow your salt back to the corner.
Oh,
Kokichi, what is that face?
Finished the ritual and had us light the candles. We followed.
ah,
the
shit! I need to
directions
screen cap that
and moved
later.
the
Like when you
equipment
upload
used for the
this.
seance.
It should be available pretty quickly. I mean, it's only a 3-hour stream. Bah!
And
The
discovered
culprit
Tenko's
followed.
body.
After committing the crime, the culprit followed their salt back to their corner. That is the best. That is the
While
internet.
we were all
Fuck.
focused on the body, the culprit picked up the sickle and dropped it under the floor through the hole in the corner of the room.
Foot.
Ironically, the final step of the murder was unwittingly
Foot
carried
blot
out
5
by
Baba.
us. The culprit had planned the murder so that we would unintentionally destroy some evidence.
Shuichi looks so effeminate in this art style, I'm not sure
That
why.
evidence was
In the same way that
magic circle
Byakuya always
the
looked
culprit
crazy
used
in the
to
art style of the
navigate
first
in
game, of the closing arguments.
Yes, yes. I mean, I'm happy
In a good
about
way.
that. I wonder if that has anything to do with like
However,
commentary on perception
the
and shit.
culprit didn't know
Because
that
it
Kiba
happened in
had taken
Agito
the
too,
picture.
as I recall.
Oh,
He had
yeah.
a very specific look to him.
Also, Tsumugi looks like weird, like she's a potato wearing a wig. Also, Scoop.
He
Don't got
really
scooped.
saved us. Without that, we wouldn't know what changes were made to the circle. But now
It's a good thing Miu has a fixation on her own shit.
We know the culprit drew the magic circle.
That's what saved us here.
Well,
That's
she
a
also
face.
tried to fuck Kibo, so like, as far as I'm concerned, that is like the
ultimate
best.
anthropologist. You're the culprit behind these murders.
So this is a thing that just happened. Smash.
I like the fact that the zipper almost forms like a crazy grin in this art.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who saw that.
It all fits.
Sweet Correcchio. There were times when it's
We put on a mask to hide our true feelings, but the act of wearing the mask betrays them all. Something commentary.
Yeah. Okay.
So you finally admit you did it.
Unfortunately. Yes. Yes. It's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate.
It's true. Did I not tell someone to get their shit together as well?
My only regret.
All I remember is the cheese wire.
Very convinced we're never gonna get any closure on that girl, and I'm actually kind of okay with that.
100 friends?
What the fuck is this about?
It was my dream to make 100 friends.
I feel like that's not literally what you mean here, Correcchio.
Oh, it's so unfortunate! I was so close to 100!
You a serial killer?
What are you talking about? I do not understand a word of this.
Who gives a fuck? Let's vote for this kooky bastard and be done with this already! Roger that! One voting time! Coming up!
I mean, true.
Racing excitement as
You guys flubbed your lines.
The heart-racing excitement!
As a blackened and a spotless
God
finally
damn it,
face
you
off.
kids are such bullies.
I'm so curious what they're going to do with this.
Probably seppuku. Monodam has a sad. Which sounds like a straight-to-TV movie. Correcchio Shinguji.
One of my favorite things in any game is when it's very clear that there are explanations for things that the directors and writers had in mind, but they don't bother sharing those with the player.
Like what?
It's just, there's a lot of that kind of shit in Dark Souls, where speculation can only bring you so far, but it's very clear that there was something in mind. Abduction also did a lot of that, where they would never explain anything, and a lot of things would feel impractical naturally, but there would almost always be an explanation. So when they didn't explain something, you feel like they at least knew what they were doing enough to have a reason.
I'm just going to say two things here. First of all, so Correcchio either didn't vote for anyone or voted for himself. I'm not going to bother running the numbers. Also, wow, only half the people voted? Yeah, because a lot of people are dead. And also, what the fuck is that mask?
Well, he did admit defeat, so I can see him voting for himself.
Admit the feat. But has a long foot, but it's a secret.
Defeat goes over defense before detail. Clearly.
You're close to defeat, Tom told Denise. Because Denise is a name. Meow. Ding, ding, ding.
Please, in America, it's pronounced Dynasty.
What? Class trial, anus. I'm good at misreading. I got a lot of A's.
Trial, ass cork.
Am I to infer that, like, I got, like, I'm not seeing any question marks, so I'm guessing I got the back roots. Like, there weren't any back roots that I missed, which is good, if I'm correct about that. If I'm correctio Shinguji.
Oh, jeez.
Also, did I get nothing but vaginas in this as well? I wasn't really paying attention.
To be fair, Correcchio could have also not voted, and still would have been killed anyway, so it's like, doesn't really matter at that point if the blackened votes or not.
Anyway. It's almost like I've played both the previous games, not counting Ultra Girls. If you get 12 correct verdicts in a row, you'll proceed to the bonus round.
Oh, jeez.
Like, with a double kill, that's not even mathematically possible.
For now.
No.
Right!
Oh?
Hey!
I had to actually think about that, and you're right.
Shut up!
Well, I sort of guessed and just hoped I was right, so...
What?
Yeah?
So the motive was completely irrelevant. Good, because it was a bit of a crack shot of a motive anyway.
There is someone that I love.
Oh!
I love her with all my heart.
Da 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 da!
She loves me with all her heart. Yes, we vowed an endless love to
Alright,
each
so
other.
that's... Whoa! That's like 4 levels of what the shit.
None can come between us. We are bound by
Wow.
an intense love.
Alright,
No
so...
matter what anyone says.
He just pulled the Mikan, right?
I can't even tell which one's
Simultaneously-
supposed to be Korekyo.
Ah! Well, they both...
What?
Ass!
Don't tell me.
Wonderful.
Oh.
Wait!
Yeah.
Kersploosh!
She said kasploosh.
Hey,
You see,
Oh. She was inside him all along.
sister.
Oh, awkward.
It's so interesting.
Well, he did tell us about her in his free time events, so...
Right?
Wait,
This is cool.
Whatever is the matter?
I like the fact that the game went here.
But they're not
This
even
is
being
so-
subtle. They're just going right in for the incest.
Yeah, well, it's incest, it's Sue incest,
I
it's
love
split
her.
personality. There's a lot that's being covered here, and I freaking love it.
But none.
I don't know.
but the love we shared.
Genocide Jill was an interesting take on
fact that
multiplicity,
we were siblings meant
multiplicity. But this is I like this a lot. This is good.
See, in the top left it says, no physical connection.
How I long for my sister's
I hope this stream
warmth.
doesn't get flagged because of this.
The only time
I doubt
felt
it
at
could.
peace
It's just a nice butt.
was when I
so
was enveloped in my sister's warmth.
So, in the first game, double murder in the name of greed.
For my
In the second
beloved
game,
sister.
in the name of despair. And in this game, just double murder because incest. What
No, in
the
the name of love.
fuck?
In the name of love, clearly.
He's messing around.
In fact, in a sense, you could say that every murderer so far has been noble in their intent. This is just the most fucked up version of noble I've ever
I
seen
mean,
in my
let's
fucking
not
life.
bring Poland's infinite shampoo advert from 2015 into this.
No.
Oh, what the hell?
Huh?
The staging for Poland's...
Try Poland's new infinite shampoo. It is not weak.
But it's true, Poland's staging for Eurovision 2015 looked like a shampoo advert, but like, you know how they show like, oh, it's flowing silk, it'll make your hair feel like silk, but it was just infinite silk, and the song was called In the Name of Love.
Sister. However... Huh? Do you understand? For my beloved sister!
Yep, he's a serial killer. Well, that would explain why he'd travel the world and the 7 seas.
Incomprehensible. Sister.
yes.
Well, yeah.
what?
I am Korekio's older sister.
I need to get a non-clackety keyboard at some point.
Yes, you do.
What?
Yes. I am pleased.
Oh!
Sister. Korekio.
Are you serious?
I told you.
So this is a thing that happened.
This is so cool!
What was that?
Thing is, oh, that means that executing him isn't really going to do anything because then he'll just go and be with his sister's spirit.
Because...
Like I said, noble or some shit. Now, here's the other thing to think about from this.
So here's the
With this-
Unacceptable.
Could this be like a Cloud Strife thing? Because obviously...
I literally have no frame of reference.
God damn it, Tess. Alright.
Yeah.
Well, never mind then.
Now go on. For people who do understand what the hell you're on about.
Well, no, because then it's whatever. Point is, what if Korekio was never actually Korekio, but Korekio's sister as him because Korekio died?
I mean, why not?
Why also got such a feminine appearance throughout most of this?
Apparently. Like, Mew I understand, but Maki, savage.
Why you? Then...
Yeah, why Maki?
Probably because she's a serial killer. Well, an assassin. Same thing.
That's fair.
Serial murder.
Excellent. Wonderful.
Well then.
Huh? But...
I mean, he is an anthropologist.
Can this be? Beautiful.
Well, it was only a matter of time until Korekio snapped anyway, because he had too much burgeoning character to survive till the end anyway.
Loving this so much. Couldn't have asked for a better send-off to him, though.
No way!
I mean, you say that, but, we still have the execution to come, and...
Oh, shit.
Like, Elliot told me without spoiling, like, he said that I would probably like the next chapter, and that this chapter is very literal, and suddenly my prediction of it being a literal cultural melting pot is coming back to haunt me.
Ooh. Let's see. For my beloved sister! Are you okay?
A very philosophical question in the chat there. It's really weird to try and stutter effect philosophical. Kokichi's just having a time in the background there.
I mean, that really just depends if you go for the pragmatic outcome or the idealistically valuable one. Do you side with the white dragon of ideals or the black dragon of fucking real shit? Anyway, I love Gen 5 too much.
Why? But how?
Yes, that's it.
Just wanted to have Shuichi react to something.
Do not worry. That's right.
That's wrong.
Sister.
Because I keep forgetting that's a thing you can do, and I'm just so glad it's a thing you can do.
What was that?
I don't even know if you could do it in the previous games because I never tried. It was completely by accident that I discovered it.
Well...
Much like the free camera in the trial. Well, it's not completely free, it's still limited, but still.
And another thing.
Maybe.
Shut up!
You got me!
So then...
You're a strange one, Kokichi.
Sister. Sister.
You can't truly punish Korekio here.
Oh.
Well, at least he'll be at peace, even if he doesn't end up in the afterlife.
It's punishment time!
Oh, good, my favorite.
Huh? Sister. That's right.
What?
Therefore, from an anthropological point of view, yes.
What was that?
I mean, he's making a disturbing amount of sense for a delusional serial killer.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
I shall observe. That's right. Humanity is beautiful.
He was never going to turn out normal.
Punishment time!
God, I'm so judgmental.
So fascinating, though. Especially since an anthropologist is usually the kind of person who studies all cultures, so they're more aware of what supernatural or otherworldly, whatever you want to, super physical things other cultures believe in, so they're more self-aware about their own. So it's very fascinating.
It's got
so
wild music, by the way.
Hey,
it's actually called that as well. Yeet! It's got great music, wow. Spin. Spin the boy. Well, that... Yeah, okay. Fine. Sure, this is just a thing that's happening now. I said man's not hot. He's crying blood, shit. Is that a thing that happens when you're boiled alive? Monodam, what the fuck are you doing?
I mean, it happens if you drink too much coffee, but, you know.
Wow, Monodam is fucking committed to his job. And there goes the spirit. I love the music in this, though.
You were right about it being Monodam who'd be lost as well.
Boobs! Salt! Oh, wow. Denied. Even his sister's denying him. He actually got to suffer after all. Cool! There's just a pagoda there now. Well, that was just weird.
That was amazing.
How gory!
Oh, but my boy Monodam.
It was fucking amazing.
How can this be? Yay!
Wow, Monokuma, you are fucked up. Still, I'd like to think that my executions that I've written are still better, but that this game is providing some stiff competition.
I love this game so much.
I really liked, Kirumi's was brutal, but, I enjoyed, the cinematography and composition of it, and this also, I'm gonna go and listen to the music of this after the stream stram.
That's right!
Hey.
Monotaro is just an icicle.
I told you. What's the point?
But I'm satisfied that they purged his spirit as well, just to make sure the punishment was a punishment, because that's only fair. Plus, we got to see him suffer, so...
Also, Salt, dramatic irony, some shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're running out of candidates if there's gonna be a double kill in the Mono Kids, we're running out of... Wait, Mono Cubs. Mono Kid was the first one. We're running out of opportunity for that, so...
Always messing around.
Next execution, double or nothing.
Oh boy.
Of course.
But...
I still ship it. God is dead and we killed him.
You're right.
Actually, Korekyo killed Atua. So divine!
Going to do his best.
Going to daddy.
You're right.
I was clicking there and nothing was happening.
Okay.
Oh.
That's
Well,
right.
okay then. Oh, Maki. She's a friend. Kokichi was wearing a shirt that said Maki has forgotten how to dance, so she dipped his face in mud.
Got a minute?
Oh.
Really? There's as many as 9? Wow. I have not been counting.
But... well, you know...
Weeds!
How rude.
I mean, it'd be 2 more than the first game, right? So that makes...
Well, we've still got chapter 4 to come, though. And possibly chapter 5, if indeed my corrections hold true. My predictions are correct, if they hold true. Whatever. The pieces,
Nai Karuba!
the pieces are there.
Okay. Well, of course. Hey, hey.
The idea is easy, saying it not so much.
How exciting!
Do you still happen to have a link to that floating around? Because I wanted to find that the other day and I couldn't.
It's somewhere on Joth's Tumblr. It's from a while ago,
Lot to
though.
search through, but
I'm
sure.
surprised you know what I was referring to, though.
Are you kidding? That stuck with me enough that I wanted to show it to a bunch of people and couldn't.
Meow.
Oh.
It's horrifying. Just horrible.
You're so dumb. Huh? Because I'm a liar. But...
Right?
Nuh-uh. Because... Hey!
Because I have lesbian magic.
There isn't a more powerful kind in this world.
She screamed. And without clicking loud words.
It's like on the other end of my desk. I don't know how my mic is picking that up at all.
Damn it.
Unless there's like a constant buzzing whenever I talk.
God, the daddy is crying also.
Everyone's crying.
Well, yes.
Tank is dead.
Everyone's crying. It's a weepy party. Feet. Wikifoot. Well then.
This is the first time they're like actually realizing this shit too. So this is like the first time they're like human people.
Oh, Golden Daddy! Is she hard to carry, Gonta?
No, she fine.
She's sleeping very peacefully.
She's all tucked
And
out
yet they're
after
the same
flying.
age.
Robots sleep well after leaking their oils too, right?
I have told you many times that
Leak
I do
that
not use
oil.
oil as my fuel source.
But wow, that really surprised me. She passed out as soon as she stopped crying.
Yeah, but she looks so peaceful sleeping like that.
We're all judging you sleep with your pumpkin-shaped ass.
She probably felt better after letting it all out, don't you think?
Is she gonna do a Fuyuhiko and like just exist more, just like
I
Maki
hope
did?
so.
Then Gonta carry Himiko to her room.
Make sure you focus real good on your back, you hear me? You'll need that focus if you want to feel her little mosquito bites poking ya!
What? Is she talking about nipples or what?
There's no way he'd do such a thing. Gonta is
Oh.
a gentleman after all.
Yeah, nope, that'd be nipples.
Meow. Kaito, you're being suspicious. This is Danganronpa. There's clearly some meaning to it.
Ah, shit.
I worry about your stupidity.
But
Got it.
See, I don't see how people can dislike Kaito. He's just such a bro.
okay,
He's like what Nagito was going to be in Chapter 1.
And then he just became Nagito.
Yeah.
Nagito.
Whoops. I mean, I like Nagito more than I like Kaido, but at the same time, he is that potential that, like, isn't overrun by being fucking insane.
Oh.
Damn it.
His penis has turned into a bloody hand.
I
don't have time to be dying. I still haven't gone into
Oh,
space
jeez.
yet. Damn it. No way am I gonna die here. No way.
See, Nagito had some sort of terminal illness as well, so the parallels. The parallel panties. And I predicted he'd die in Chapter 5, so there's that. So. I got an achievement, and we got Korekio's mask. Good. And so we'll be teased with the very first text box of Chapter 4, but then, obviously, I will have to sus, Seus, and Strimstram, so. What shall we be teased with today? A butt scrundle a few days ago.
Hey there. Guess I don't have to introduce myself, huh?
That sounded like Rantaro, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Like, I could barely hear the voice clip, so I don't see why it would be Rantaro.
I can't see any flashback text like that without thinking yesterday.
Oh.
So.
The taking tree has expanded.
Oh, shit.
Anyway.
Still hasn't turned into a snake yet.
Ah. Well, it will eventually, as opposed to turning into a switch, because, you know, better Nate than Lever.
That is not what I... Shut your beautiful, beautiful mouth.
Meow.
And put a shirt on. I took off mine.
It's funny you should mention. I am literally just wearing shorts at this point in time.
I'm just wearing panties, so I mean, it doesn't really matter.
And we wonder why people trip us. Anyway, I've been able to continue to be Tessellating Hexagons. I'm going to be on the radio tomorrow.
That's going to be cool.
From 10 a.m. UK time, which is like 5 a.m. Eastern time in America. But the most
I'm not going to be awake for that.
The most important thing is the Eurovision show, which starts 2 hours after that, which I still need to finish scripting. So that's going to be fun. And for now, I guess it's time to peace out. Threes out? Threesome? No.
Peace out, maybe?
Peace sauce. Overseas.
No, Sebastian.
You can hear the cows mooing. And other ramblies. Well, this was fun. See you next stream, which I think we're going to take 2 weeks off because you're going out of state to do some things with your taco.
I don't... Tess, do you have to phrase it like that?
Meow.
Shit. Yes, that's a good way to word it, because it's technically accurate. Fuck. So, yeah, I should be back by the 3rd Wednesday from now. I don't know.
Then we'll do Chapter 4. And in the intervening time, I haven't picked a game yet. I kind of want to do Stardew Valley, but I don't own it yet, so... I could buy it, but I'm just waiting for it to go on sale, because otherwise, you know, it's not really like worth paying extra money for something that could be cheaper, so... I'll figure something out. And that, I believe, is stream.
That is stream.
Good night, yo.
Goodbye.
I waved and you couldn't see, so I'm waving on... Okay, goodbye. Meow.